So here we go with the first match as two teams are already geared up. Team Vidhi Cricketers, after winning the toss, immediately decides to bowl first. So now we can see pack of players after doing the prayers and everything. They are spreading all over the place to take their positions. Meanwhile, first 3 overs will be compulsory power play. And then the batting team has to decide how to go with the remaining overs of the power play. As a golden over, then a batting power play. So here we go on the third day of this beautiful tournament. The sun is smiling bright up in the sky, and 2 openers are already out for Union Club Marshall. Meanwhile, requesting the extra player of both the teams to kindly assist our scorer with the names of your players, because on the dark t-shirts the jersey numbers are not that visible, so we might write the wrong names as per your jersey numbers. So one player we know that is at the non-strikers end, Rahul Mehta, a promising youngster, playing as an outstation player. And as usual, another shrewd bowler, Rahul Patil, going to deliver left arm over. Sarvesh Solapurkar and Rahul Patil, 2 openers out in the middle. Umpire confirming whether all the officials are ready. After having a check, the main umpire Nilesh Naik is about to say, let's play. And then the first delivery will be bowled in this beautiful match of day 3. So here we go. Let's play. First delivery, Rahul Patil, left arm over the stumps. Good delivery, slightly fuller. One is a call. What a quick response from Rahul Mehta. Very quick onto his feet. Response to his teammate. And they take a single to open their count. A single on the very first delivery. That was a loosener from Rahul Patil. Rahul Patil, it's seen after a very long time playing in the leather ball, as far as I'm concerned, because he might be playing at the different venues. But what a promising youngster he is. Looking very confident, a good swing bowler. So setting the field for the right-handed batsman. Here we go, Rahul Patil, right, left arm over. A good in-swinger, equally well played, straight to mid-off. Chance was there for a run-out, but the fielder was not that quick on their feet. That gives liberty for Rahul to take an easy-looking single. This single takes the team total to 2. That brings Sarvesh on the striking end. Let's see what is going to be the strategy of the batting team as well as the fielding. A lovely setting. Again, ball deviating away from the left-handed batsman. A hint of swing as the moisture, slight moisture is obvious there for this beautiful morning. Lot of dew was there at the night. So that will help the bowlers in the initial stage of the inning. So let's see whether Rahul can take maximum advantage out of it. Another good swing through the air, and again deviating away from the batsman. Stretch of arm by umpire Nilesh Naik to signal that it is an extra wide, taking the total to 3. So Rahul slightly fumbles onto his run-up mark. Maybe the fielder was not at the proper position, so immediately putting the right fielders at the right areas to patrol the fence, and the slip has been moved out to set the field properly, as Rahul sensing that he is not able to generate the great pace. So that's a wonderful gesture. Another good delivery deceives the batsman. A hint of in-swinger at the very last moment. Ball coming close to the bat of the Savage and travelling safely into the keeper's hand. So a steady start from either side. Oh my dear, wanted to swing the bat very hard to pull the ball, but length was not that short. Ball travels immensely to the keeper. So wonderful over so far, we can say, delivered by Rahul Patil, not giving much for the batsman to get loose and to go for the glory. So meanwhile, a challenge is up as the power play overs are on. Power play means you have to do some power hitting. So let's see whether Sarvesh can take the challenge. He strikes a pitch away from the circle. Ball races to the boundary and that ball reaches in a flash to cross the fence. That concludes over number 1. After completion of first over, score is 7 without any loss of wicket. Shekhar Bethodkar to deliver the second power play over from the road end. And man on strike is Rahul Mehta, a promising youngster. He is very confident. His body language is very positive. Let's see what he is going to do now. Drives the ball straight to cover. Chance of a run out. Good throw. Good attempt, but no backup. Will make the ball to travel to the fence. And these are the welcome runs. 5 runs. That is the signal from the umpire. Boundary and additional 1 run. So total 5 runs into the account into the second power play over. So that 5 runs will push the total to 12. So good start in the second over for Union Club Marshall, as 5 runs have been scored on the first legal delivery. That brings left-handed batsman Sarvesh on the striking end. Let's see what Sarvesh can do. Can he get some momentum, as he has struck a beautiful boundary on the last delivery of the first power play over. So now, since he has gained the confidence, let's see whether he can continue with his form, whether he can connect in this over, or Shekhar, who also looks very confident with jersey number 7 on his back. Let's see whether he can deliver for her Vidhi cricketers. Full up his delivery, well played, flicks the ball away from the fielder. Consecutive boundary from the bat of Sarvesh. And that boundary will push the total furthermore to 16. Lovely work of the wrist. Flicks the ball at the right moment to take it away from the square fielder and into the gap. Ball travels out of the boundary rope. So good batting continues. 2 boundaries, convincing boundaries from the bat of Sarvesh has come so far. Another fuller delivery, drives the ball to the covers. Slight fumble, otherwise definitely there would have been a risk involved at the non-striker's end. Jagat Nivas Patil misses the ball. What would have been a chance for a run out. Survey survives. Rahul Mehta back onto the crease. Total moves to 17. Rahul plays watchful, cuts the ball towards the point. Fielder was a little slow to react, was right on the circle. That allows both the batsmen to take another quick single to take the total to 18. Second power play over in progress, and now the gears have been changed by both the batsmen. They are really going after the ball to get the runs as much as possible. So far, 2 boundaries and an overthrow that takes the total to 18. There's a wonderful strike, chance of a catch. Let's see who is going to grab it. Ball has been hit miles in the air. 2 fielders waiting for each other. And the catch has been dropped. Agarkar thought that Jaggu is going to receive it. It was his catch, but he waited for the fielder from the covers, and a mishap happened. Chance was created by Shekhar Betodkar, but gone in vain. Another good deal, cuts the ball straight to fielder. Same fielder inact, stops the ball quickly, minimizing the chances of run. Meanwhile, a dot ball to end this power play, second power play over. After completion of 2, score is 20 without any loss of wicket. Thank you, DJ. So now at the beginning of the third compulsory power play over, Rahul Patil to continue. And the first free hit has been taken by Rahul Mehta. So maybe in the intention of spoiling the line and length of Rahul Patil, so immediately decides to take a free hit. And let's see what is going to come from the bat of Rahul Mehta, a very confident looking player, very, very sportive, very much attacking batsman. So many qualities of this guy. I have seen him batting quite a number of occasions. Let's see what he can do. Meanwhile, Rahul Patil also, not to forget, is a very shrewd bowler. Low my dear, that was a free gift offered by Rahul Patil, and Rahul Mehta taking the optimum use of it. What a lovely drive onto the front foot. A low full toss, straight hit the ball out of the park, straight towards the long on area. Beautiful, decent cricketing shot. Proper timing, takes the ball out of the ground. What a player he is. The ball has been hit out of the compound. So the ball has been lost in the bushes, and the bush rangers, as it is a morning, the bush rangers are taking rest, maybe will be on the ground in a while. So that is a big, big 6 from the bat of Rahul Mehta. Takes the total to 26. And Rahul himself playing at the individual score of 13 runs from 4 deliveries. And his partner playing at the individual score of 12 runs from 9. So now the ball has been taken. As the match ball has been lost, a replacement has been done, and Rahul Mehta is on the striking end. So Rahul Patil was aiming to bowl a Yorker, but manages to bowl a low full toss, and equally well played. Proper cricketing start with a straight bat over the long on. What a connection from the sweetest part to make the ball travel the distance much, much further from the boundary rope. So now Rahul will be boosting with a lot of confidence. Another good looking shot, flicks the on drive is on. Guides the ball towards the same area but along the carpet where the fielder is patrolling the fence. Takes a single, rotates the strike. This is a wonderful batting technique that has been demonstrated by Rahul. Has hit the odd ball out, respected the deliveries, takes a single, doesn't look to be in a hurry of scoring runs. Now invites his partner at the striker end, Sarvesh on the striker's end. Another good-looking strike, but a fielder has been placed, patrolling the fence, and thus the catch has been taken. First wicket back to the pavilion. Rahul Patil strikes. Meanwhile, DJ, it's your job now. Thank you, DJ. So after the departure of Sarvesh, it's a Saish Gaukar to take the guard at the non-striker's end. We'll have to wait for his time to take the strike. Meanwhile, the ends were changed before the catch was taken. Another good delivery. There's a appeal. And Rahul Mehta, the second opener, back to the pavilion. What a lovely bowling. Even he was hit for a beautiful six. Now gaining the proper line and length to take one more wicket in form of leg before quarter plumb in front of the middle stump. No chance for Rahul Mehta. And Rahul strikes for the second time in this second power play over. Two openers back to the pavilion at the score of 27. DJ. So Newman in his Vasu with jersey number 6 on his back. And he is also a second outstation player. So now he has to take the responsibility along with Saish Gaukar to build the inning from here on. So Rahul Patil looking very confident after taking 2 wickets. Let's see what he is going to deliver next. Another good in swinger for the right-handed batsman. Equally well played. Good fielding at the covers by Sunil Rathod, proprietor of Nityanand Sports, the sports shop that you can visit in Kuchara and Ponda and different parts of Goa, which are about to get meanwhile, flick of the wrist towards the square leg. The gap has been pierced between the two fielders. 2 is the call, and equally well fielded at the boundary rope by Jagat Nivas Patil, jersey number 8 on his back, the captain of this side. And that couple of runs conclude over number 3. The score is good. Current run rate is 9.67 after completion of 3 overs. Score is 29, but the only concern for the batting side is those 2 wickets. 2 openers back in the pavilion in the third power play over. So meanwhile, all the players can take a note, even the batting side. There's a canteen facility available between the 2 dugouts. So you can, if you are thirsty, if you are hungry, you can visit the canteen. Even the energy drinks are available in the canteen. So now, after the completion of 3 overs, the compulsory power play concludes. Score is 29 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shekhar Bethodkar to continue the 4th over and individual quota of the 2nd over. Right arm over the stumps, a good prospect. Delivers, but slightly outside the off-stump stretch of arms by umpire Ajit Shirodkar, asking Viraj Tendulkar to add 1 more run into the total in form of wide. Score moves to 30. So now the run rate is exactly 10 runs per over. Good delivery, equally well played with respect straight to another outstation player at the mid of Salil Agarkar. A good prospect, the man to be watched as the game will continue in the 2nd innings. And even he will be action in the 1st inning, a good bowler. So Jaggu, the think tank, has come with the proper strategies. Is applying, is a very shrewd chap who is a very good all-rounder as well. Meanwhile, another good strike away from the field, equally well fielded, chance of a run out. Oh my dear, shy at the stumps at the non-striker's end. If the ball has to hit the wicket, then definitely the guy would have been in trouble. Meanwhile, here's the wicket. LBW ball. See the deviation after hitting the deck. No chance for Rahul Mehta rather than walking back as he was caught right in front of the stumps. Meanwhile, Shekhar now looking very confident after departure of 2 openers back to the pavilion as 2 guys, fresh guys out. Vasu on the striking end. Cuts the ball into the gap. A sweeper has been placed right, patrolling the fence. Throw was little wavered away from the keeper. That gives the liberty for the batsman to take a couple of runs. These 2 runs takes the total to, oh my dear, 33 in day 3. Another dangerous figure honored to the board. And 33 is a magical figure where anything and everything is possible. Something or the other happens at this 33. Another wonderful drive, lovely fielding. At the extra cover by Tulsidas Gaukar with jersey number 10. Lovely fielding, lovely effort to stop the ball, and score is still at 33. Let's see whether magical figure does something. Cuts the ball again into the gap, sweeper in the act. Good clean pick up and a throw to the keeper. So now the dangerous figure is off. So far in the morning, 33 is silent. Score moves to 34. And that single brings Saish on the striking end. So what a beautiful over so far bowled by Shekhar. Actually was hammered in his first over, but now gaining the proper line and length. And the delivery way outside the off time, even a hint of outswing for Shekhar. Stretch of arms by umpire Ajit Shirodkar, confirming that this is a 1 more extra. Wide is the signal, and a single in the total to take the total to 35. So some word of advice from his senior partner to Shekhar as how to carry on with the bowling. Meanwhile, the change in strategies now. Oh my dear, what a lovely delivery to conclude over number 4. Ball kept a little low as per the expectations of the batsman, but travelled safely to the keeper. A good over concluded by Shekhar. After completion of 4 overs, score is 35 for the loss of 2 wickets. So now the captain decides to roll his sleeves as he takes the ball in his hand to carry on with the proceedings. 5th over of the inning is going to be bowled by Jagannivas Patil, another shrewd all-rounder. A decent player, having a short stretcher, but don't go as per his stretcher. He can deceive any batsman at any moment. Meanwhile, right arm over the stumps. Good delivery, cuts the ball in the gap. Sweeper in act, but won't be able to stop the ball. And that's the first boundary from the bat of Vasu. Vasu Tiwari, the outstation player, connects on the very first delivery of Jagannivas Patil to send the ball towards the sweeper area. No chance for the deep point fielder. Boundary takes the total to 39. Another good-looking drive into the same area, but straight to the sweeper. Fielder gets the ball, a good strong throw to the keeper to conclude the chances of another run. A single takes the total to 40. So not bad. The current run rate at this moment is 9.23. And if the batting side continues with the same scoring rate, then definitely the projected score is looking to be 185. Meanwhile, another cut shot straight to the deep point fielder. Batsman was interested in second, but a strong throw towards the keeper makes the batsman to settle for a single. A single taking the total to 41. And that single brings Vasu Tiwari, normally plays for Margaon Cricket Club, now playing as outstation player along with Rahul Mehta for Union Club. Good looking drive, but the fielder being placed in the proper areas to stop the ball from going the boundary. Meanwhile, 2 is the call, and what a lovely running that we have seen. Equally well responded by Saish Gaukar. Actually, Saish is the man who has given the call, who was running at the danger end, and they complete a couple of runs to take the total to 43. Change in pace, equally well played with respect, guides the ball towards the point fielder. Sunil Rathod into the action with a blue cap on. Fields the ball, meanwhile another single is on. So mixed over so far, bowled by the captain of Vidhi Cricketers. Let's see what he is going to deliver next. Another lovely delivery, full pitch, equally well played, straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder, and that is a wonderful strike right from the middle of the bat. A welcome boundary from the bat of Saish. And this is the first boundary that has been hit straight down the ground. No chance for even Jagannivas to stop that ball. And look at the bat speed. Makes the ball to travel the distance after completion of 5. Score is 48. And the scoring run rate is 9.60 at the moment. So as the 5 over completed, now it's time for me to take a break and hand over the mic to another sweet voice as far as commentary is concerned, and the most experienced commentator, Harish Kakodkar.
So after 5 overs, the score is 48 for the loss of 2. Going at a pretty good run rate at this moment, 9.6 projected score showing 192. And both these batsmen have seen enough, playing quite well. How the pitch is behaving. This is easy. This is very, very easy. This is down the leg side. The batsman with his caliber just had to put the bat onto the ball, and 4 runs were there for the taking. And he takes it quite handsomely. 50 up here for Union Sports Club. And you can see that from the replay, the ball was swinging in, and the ball was pitched almost down the leg side, and it was still going down the leg side. So it was just applying bat onto that, and easy 4 runs for the batsman. Sarvesh this time very nicely fielded. Otherwise, this could have been 4 runs. Because we have seen in many of the matches, the outfield is very quick. And once it crosses the inner ring, more often than not, it goes for the boundary. So if the fielder at the point region had not stopped it, then it could have been definitely a boundary. So 2 runs saved. But you can certainly feel that Vasu Tiwari is getting a good feel. He is now understanding what the surface is doing. The pitch is behaving nicely. Once again, good shot. Although it was full toss, options, a lot of options were available, but he didn't take the difficult one. Took a simple one down the ground, gets a single, stay at the non-striker's end. Saish has also scored a wonderful boundary down the ground that would have given him a lot of confidence. Appeal from the bowler. Good collection from the keeper. Maybe they thought that it's an inside edge, but the ball swung way too much. He's getting the in-swingers, Sarvesh Gaonkar. He doesn't have that much of pace, but certainly if you can swing the ball, and it has to fall in the right areas. Right now he is bowling somewhere around, pitching at the 4th stump or the off stump, and the ball is swinging down the leg side. So you should consider it in a better line and channel more wide outside off stump. This was better. This was much better. I've seen in my career as well, when we used to play, sometimes pace was definitely helping the batsman. You just had to apply bat onto that, and you were getting runs in the point or third man or the fine leg region. But if you got the swing, in spite of not having the pace, it can still be useful. But the only thing, it has to land in the right areas. If it doesn't land in the right areas, then it can get trouble for the bowler. Good finish to the over from Sarvesh after completion of 6. The score is 56 for 2. So in comes Salil Agarkar. We are going to see him first time in this tournament. And I guess he's playing for the first time in the Sanguem Cricketers, which is the most prestigious in leather ball cricket in Goa. So he's flown all the way from Mumbai to here in Sanguem, GCA ground. And the viewers on Goa Livecast will certainly be eager to see how he performs. Here comes left arm across over the wicket. Wonderful start. A good line, good length so far. The very first ball is very important because it sets the tone for your future spells or the overs or the balls that are coming in the next. Left arm across. Many used to bowl. I remember Sunil Joshi used to bowl, come from left arm across towards around the wicket. Ravi Shastri was one. Mulli Karthik. So changing of angles is also important. Players nowadays in T20 format try different things so as to bamboozle the batsman, because this game is more about the batting. Yes, ICC with new rules have given something for the bowlers to bowl at, but you have to be shrewd. This is always called the batsman game, but you have to be shrewd as a bowler, and you have to try a different thing to make one thing better than what the batsman thinks. You have to be one better in this modern game. Cricket from the start, and cricket nowadays has gone through a lot of difference, a lot of changes in the game. It has become too fast, too pacey, T20. And nowadays, we also see T10 version. So it's becoming shorter and shorter. And people are liking the shorter version because people value their time. They know that less the time the game is, they can very well put their time in the game to watch different players. Although Test cricket still has kept its supremacy in the game when we see matches are being played across different continents between different teams. A dot ball to finish. A very good and decent over here from Salil Agarkar, coming all the way from Mumbai and bowling his first over in Sanguem Cricketers tournament. So after 7, the score is 60 for the loss of 2. So second free hit has been taken. The first free hit counted for 6 runs. And now let's see what this free hit is getting for the batting side. Everyone should know the rules and regulations of the Sanguem Cricketers, all the captains. This is somewhat different than other tournaments. This is not a normal scenario where you have the mandatory 6 overs of power play. So you should read the rules and regulations and need to be smarter in this game. So in comes Sarvesh with his in-swing. So let's see what he has in store against Vasu in this free hit. Oh, lovely cut shot. No chance. There was a fielder put behind that in the deep point covers region. Absolutely no chance he had to stop that. Just caressed it. Look at the timing, the position. Swing was there, but it was too slow. So both the free hits have been counted here. 1 for 6 and now for a boundary. Now once again the field rotates. Once again, he's getting the swing, big in swingers, but is not bowling in the right channel, right areas, right line. If you are getting good drifters in towards the right hander, certainly it should be slightly outside. If you bowl wicket to wicket, then it is going to stray down the leg side. This was slightly wide. Extra cover is he's going for the second run, chance of a run out. Little bit scared, but Saish denied that run, the second run, because already 2 wickets have been lost, and he knows that Vasu Tiwari is playing beautifully. So he cannot get or give a wicket in the form of run out at this stage when the partnership is being building up slowly and steadily. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good in-swinger. You can see that the in-swinger dipped in at the right-hander at the last moment. That's why he felt that he is going to go for the drive, but it was almost closer to the Yorker length delivery. Good comeback here from Sarvesh. This time very nicely played the on drive. Good to see that both the teams have arrived on time in the morning session. So it's about the game. They are eager to showcase their talent here in this edition. This is once again up and over. No chance. There was an effort put, but it was a weak effort. It could have gone for 4 runs anyhow. That's wide, too wide. He just had to slash it. He slashed it hard and gets a boundary wide of the third man and in the point region. Fielder wanted to put the dive in at the last moment. Well, you can put a dive. This ground is lush green. You will save yourself. No damage will be done. It has been maintained very well. So one of the best and scenic grounds in Goa. Good shot down the ground. Jagannivas Patil is fielding down there. Quick fielder. Sometimes even the singles can boost your confidence with the timing. You know that, yes, I'm getting a good feel. And Vasu Tiwari enters into his 30s, playing on 31 of 17. Sai Gaonkar playing on 11 of 15. And after completion of 8 overs, the score is 72 for 2. Once again, lovely sweep. Well, left armers, I mean to say medium pacers and also left arm orthodox are an advantage to any side, especially in T20 format, because they are something different. All the left-handers, in fact, are something different. They have got that X factor. As most of the batsmen are right-handers, so it's a different angle that is created. The drift is different. The line is also different. And it's if you bowl in the right areas, certainly is going to boost a strength of a particular side. Slightly short, slightly wide, but a fielder is placed in the extra cover region. So far he has bowled decently. He's a man with a tall stature, more than 6 feet plus. And the ball will also be coming even more feet from a more 1 feet height. Very nicely played. So far they are just doing it in singles, both Saish and Vasu. He's bowling on a tight line. He's not giving the room. He's bowling wicket to wicket. So if at all there is a mistake committed by the batsman coming down the track, or if the wicket does something, he is in for a chance. Very nicely played. This was a quicker one that comes with the arm. Vasu is watching him carefully. He knows that he cannot give a wicket at this stage to Salil Agarkar. This time, once again, quicker. Once again, a very good over. A decent economical over from Salil Agarkar comes to an end. Batsmen are not taking chances against him. And 9 overs is 77 for 2. So change in bowling after seeing enough of Sarvesh Gaukar with his swingers. Slightly expensive, 20 runs have been taken in his 2 overs, so 10 runs per over. Current run rate is going at around 8.5. Salil Agarkar has got this run flow little bit curtailed at this stage for the batting side. Still, the scoreboard looks very good, very strong in spite of losing 2 wickets. An important thing is both the batsmen are quite well set out in the middle. Oh, that's a messy one. What a welcome. Come to the bowling and I will hit your 6. He's looking very strong, Vasu Tiwari, and these are ominous signs here for the opposite side, Vidhi cricketers. It was right in the slot and on one knees. Normally you see this shot being played in the mid-wicket region, but this time it goes straight over a long off. So Vishant will certainly be under pressure, and now free hit has been taken. Third free hit from Vasu Tiwari. Once again goes for the slog sweep. This time also he strikes. My goodness, one slog sweeper straight in the long off region. This time he strikes in the mid-wicket region. Back-to-back sixes. Score individual of Vasu Tiwari moves on to 46. Just 4 short of his 50 and he just played 22 balls. What a gem of an innings here for Union Sports Club. And in comes the 4th free hit as well. Vishant is definitely under pressure. He knows that it's not easy for a bowler to be hit for first 2 balls and 2 sixes. Let's see. 3rd ball. This time should get a boundary. Yes, it does. And that's the 50 for Vasu Tiwari. What a quick fire 50 here. How much should I praise this man? Not only taking all these free hits and making them count, but also putting every loose ball for boundaries and sixes. A stunning innings here. And it's still raring to go. Left air hoping to get a wide from umpire. Finally a dot ball. Some relax and easy moment here for Vishant. It has not gone for any runs. This time it was much better. This time it was not in the slot. If we see that this is going to be a good line if he continuously bowl in that areas. He went for the slog sweep once again. And this is going to be the last free hit. which has been taken by Vasu Tiwari. Immediately he knows that I have to get more runs and put pressure on this sixth bowler, Vishant Prabhu, who has been already taken for 16 runs. This time he strikes. Is he going for 6 runs? Yes, over covers region, and Vasu once again strikes 6. He has peppered all the boundaries region, one at the long off, now at the covers, and previously at the mid-wicket region. He is playing like a warrior with a sword in his hands, and the opposition have no answer to that mercenary approach from Vasu Tiwari. That will finish over number 10. The score and run rate is increasing at a rapid pace, 99 for 2 at the halfway mark. So I'll hand over the mic to my co-commentator and the wonderful all-rounder that we have seen, Sagar Gosavi, with his wonderful updates in English.
So after completion of 10 overs, score is 99. Wonderful batting continues from Saish as well as Vasu. Vasu playing at the individual score of 56. And Saish giving the stand is taking singles and giving strike as much as possible to Rahul Tiwari, who is looking to be a tremendous form. Meanwhile, Salil Agarkar into the act from the Pepsi end. Left arm diagonal delivering. So far he has bowled very beautifully. 2 overs that he has bowled has given only 10 runs and just a single in this over. Meanwhile, flicks the ball towards the square leg away from the fielder. 2 fielders running to stop the ball. Second is on and 2 runs have been taken on this delivery. That couple of runs takes the total to 103. And good thing is the 2 wickets were lost in the 3rd over and still they are 2 wickets down. Meanwhile, a decent delivery missed by the keeper, missed by the fielder. Even ball travels immensely towards the 3rd man boundary. So now the run started flowing for Union Club Marjam. See how the ball has drifted towards the leg stump, slightly missing the stump, missed the stumps, missed the keeper, and ball travels safely to the boundary rope. Score moves to 107 in the flesh. Meanwhile, ball has been hit towards the mid-wicket area. Vacant area, fielder from the deep, runs to gather the ball. Meanwhile, 2 is the call and definitely they completes 2 runs quite comfortably. These couple of runs to take the total to 109. There is a wonderful batting track. Now as the sun is out shining bright, the moisture that have been evaporated from the wicket, and now it is a batting paradise. Another good delivery, quick work from a keeper. Jagan Nivas Patel doing the role of keeper behind the stump. Meanwhile, that commences over number 11. So after completion 11, score is 109 for the loss of 2 wickets. And now it is the golden over. The person who has taken 2 wickets for Vidhi Cricketers has been given the responsibility to deliver the golden over. And in this golden over, whatever runs you score will be doubled. And if at all free hit is remaining, you won't be able to take that free hit in this golden over. So batsmen don't have any liberty. So meanwhile, Rahul Patil to deliver left arm over the stumps. Vasu drives the ball towards the onside. One is the call. Quickly responded. Second, throw at the striker's end, but Vasu is quick enough to gather the wicket. Meanwhile, let's say no sign towards the third umpire. And yes, it is. The call has been given to the third umpire to have a check. Meanwhile, let's see what is going to happen at the striker's end. Player is quite comfortably inside the crease. So third umpire is having a very good look. And from the screen, it looks to be batsman is comfortably home. As Jagannivas Patil has a hint that the batsman may have been not reached as the bat was not dragged. But looks to be Vasu Tiwari is comfortably inside the crease. And a total moves to Nelson. This is also considered to be not a good sign when Nelson is on for the batting side. Let's see what this Nelson is going to do. Whether it is going to affect Vasu Tiwari or the confident looking batsman continues with the run flow. So meanwhile, 2 runs on the first delivery of the golden over. Change in pace, equally well played. Fielder has been kept at the cow corner. Fields the ball. 2 is the call, a strong throw towards the non-striker's end. There was a definite try by Rahul Patil to dislodge the stumps. But Saish Gaukar also very quick onto his feet. And we are going to check, but looks to be very confident, comfortable. Even he didn't bother to drag the bat as he was confident that he has retained his crease. Another full pitcher cuts the ball. There's a sweeper in act. Let's see whether he can stop it. Yes, he does. Good throw towards the keeper. So settles for a single. That brings Saish Gaukar on the striking end. So far, Saish Gaukar is playing a very patient inning, not in a hurry, rotating the strike to give a strike to his partner. Change in pace, swings the bat very hard. Another trick has been done by Rahul Patil to get a dot delivery in the golden over. So let's see what will be the total posted onto the scorecard after the golden over. Another good delivery. Change in pace does the trick for Rahul Patil. Saish Gaukar not able to understand the deliveries. Look what was looking to be a low full toss. The ball dips in at the very last moment, travels safely. A hint of a leg cutter as a roll of fingers by Rahul Patil on that delivery. Good connection along the carpet, straight towards the long on area. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball comfortably. And that concludes the golden over. Let's see what is the total as Virat Tendulkar doing the sets as whatever run scored will be doubled. So Nilkan Parab has been introduced to deliver the 13th over of the inning. The score is 121. Swings the bat very hard. Ball goes away from the fielders behind the stumps. Ball travels the distance. Wide is the signal from the umpire. Not a good start from Nilkan. So total 5 runs to the Tanny. A good looking drive straight down the ground to take a single. And that single brings the set batsman, the architect of this first inning, Vasu Tiwari on the striking and playing at the individual score of 62. Cuts the ball straight to gully fielder. To take a single, knows that 5 runs have come from the 0 deliveries in the 13th over, and now calculating the inning. Good flight offered, even a better drive towards the covers. Meanwhile, 2 is the call, and 2 runs will be on the board quite comfortably as the throw was at the wrong end. So that couple of runs takes the total to 130. And now the flighted delivery to deceive the batsman. Meanwhile, a leg by is the signal from the mid umpire, Nilesh Naik. So a single to take the total to 131. Pacey delivery, not able to correct the ball properly, manages to guide the ball towards the square leg inside the circle. A fielder at the short square leg gathers the ball. Meanwhile, another single. Score moves to 132. This is 13th over in progress, and the run rate is well ahead of 10.29 runs per over. So with this run rate, the projection is 206 runs, maybe on the board. Meanwhile, shuffling down the track, hits the ball. Work for the fielder. Finally, football skills doesn't stop the ball from crossing the fence. A definite try by the fielder at the long off area, but not able to stop the ball. Flighted delivery, an invitation accepted by Saish Gaonkar. And a boundary from the bat of Saish Gaonkar takes him to 26. And the team total moves to 136. That concludes over number 13. So after completion of 13, it's 136 for the loss of 2 wickets.
G-Wave is a 10 GB network offering bandwidth on demand, FTTH leased lines with 24/7 online support. We undertake quality internet services to the prestigious events in Goa. G-Wave is having facility of customer care center in every taluka headquarter for the customer convenience. Also, subscribers can apply online to avail G-Wave services.
So Salil Agarkar bowling the final over of his individual quota. In fact, the 14th over of the inning, Rahul Tiwari shuffled down the track, drives the ball towards the covers for a single. Looking very confident batsman Rahul Tiwari doesn't hesitate to come down the track to the spinners. Flighted in, what a wonderful connection. Even the fielder is patrolling the fence. Slight fumble. Fielder slips on, and that allows the ball to travel the distance. Teasing the fielder. Sorry, my dear friend, you are not able to catch me. I'm going to travel the distance, and I put 4 runs on the board. So that boundary takes the total to 141. Oh, my dear, this is looking to be a very high-scoring first inning. And even the batting paradise will make it even much easier in the second over. Let's see what is going to happen in this morning session. Meanwhile, Salil Agarkar all set to deliver next. Again, a lovely delivery, equally well played. Back to the bowler. Good delivery to stop the run flow at the moment. But whether Salil can deliver for Vidhi cricketers in this over, whether he can take one wicket. Again cuts the ball. Sweeper is in act and it is away from the fielder. Oh my dear effort. Ball struck on the legs and travelled the distance. Second boundary in this over. What a player. Saish Gaonkar now quickly moves to 34. He is also joining his hand, joining the party along with his partner who is at the non-striker's end, who is the half century. Now Saish Gaonkar quickly moving to 34. Just 16 runs away from this half century. Let's see whether Sahil can be the second half centurion for the team. There's on to the pads. Oh my dear, this is the commentator's calls, I must say. One who was playing beautifully. Only ball that he has played onto the back foot, caught right in front of the stumps. No chance for Saish. And he is plumb in front of the stumps. Back to the pavilion. Third wicket goes down, but what a lovely partnership that Saish has built up with his partner. And now they have posted a decent total of 145 runs. 14th over in progress. From here on, let's see what is going to be approach of the batsman of Union Sports Club, Marcella. Meanwhile, DJ, it's over to you. Thank you, DJ. As Saish Gaonkar back to the pavilion, another strong contender walks with the willow. Out in the middle, Sarang Sane. Sane is also a big name as far as cricket is concerned. Let's see whether Sarang Sane can live up to the reputation that the Sane brothers have done in the past. Meanwhile, plays watchfully to the covers. One is a call. Direct hit would have mattered. Good stop from Salil Agarkar at the non-striker's end. Otherwise, definitely, there would have been chance. And what a beautiful over concluded by Salil. Even the 2 boundaries were scored, but manages to get rid of the set batsman. Saish Gaonkar has taken a wicket for his team. A beautiful over concluded by Salil Agarkar. And what a spell he has bowled. 4 overs of 1 wicket, 25 runs given. So let's see who is going to bowl the 15th over. After 14, 146 for the loss of 3 wickets. So as the batting power play is on, immediately Rahul Patil has been given the delivery. He is the strike bowler for Vidhi cricketers. Jagannivas Patil now doing the job of wicketkeeper. That is the correct position for any captain to set the field properly to get the better view. Meanwhile, cameramen are busy capturing the moments in this match. They are focusing on and off the field, trying to get some moments for the commentators as well. A good delivery to start with Rahul, but equally well played by Sarang Sane. Starts with a single. Power play over. That batting power play restricts the captain for setting only 3 fielders outside the 30-yard circles. A lot of vacant areas outside the 30-yard circle. Let's see whether these batsmen can take a troll. Meanwhile, Vasu Tiwari on the striking end. Low full toss, cross-batted shot, sweeps the ball. Oh my dear, missed by the fielder. This is the rare thing the captain would have hoped for. And the ball travels right towards the boundary row, but well fielded by the fielder from the deep mid-wicket. Stops the ball from crossing the fence. No harm done. Score moves to 149, just a run short of 150 mark. Couple of runs for Vasu Tiwari to regain the strike in the batting power play over. Let's see what he can do now. Lovely looking drive to the covers, but sweeper is in act. Fields the ball on a drop, throws it back to the keeper. Another single and 150 up for Union Sports Club Marshall. What a lovely batting display. Even they have lost 2 wickets. A dangerous Rahul Mehta and the opener Sarvesh were back to the pavilion, but handy knock from Vasu Tiwari and his partner, who just departed in the previous over, has cemented the position of Union Sports Club Marshall. A wonderful partnership that was being made. Meanwhile, change in pace, equally well played by Sarang Sane to take a single. Chance of a second call as though there was a fumble, but Vasu Tiwari wants the strike to get the maximum out of this power play, and even he knows he's the set batsman. Sarang is the fresh leg onto the ground at the non-striker's end, and Rahul Patil also a very confident bowler, so don't want to expose his partner to Rahul Patil, as Rahul Patil has taken 2 wickets in this inning. So a lot of strategies to be taken care of. Another delivery right into the block hole, equally well played. Place it towards the cover point. Fielder from the covers. Slight fumble towards the call. Good throw to the keeper. Slight fumble again allows both the batsmen to take couple of runs. Lot many things are happening. This is the pressure situation. Heat is out and every player is feeling that pressure. Ball deviated off the bat, so I can't blame Jagannivas Patil. That is a misfortune for the fielding side, but the fortune for the batting side. Score moves to 153, 15th over in progress. Good looking strike down the track, but there's a fielder patrolling the fence at the long on area. A single to conclude over number 15. After completion of 15 overs, score is 154 for the loss of 3 wickets. And now for the further details, over to Harish Kakutkar.
So after 15, 154 for 3. Very good going as far as run rate is concerned, more than 10, and projected score is showing 200. So this is once again top page, and away from the short third man region, fielder gets a boundary. He was trying to hit it in the mid-wicket region, getting a top edge, and with the pace of the bowler, that was enough to go for 4. So Vasu Tiwari has decided he is going to go in top gear now. No holds barred. I've seen 200 was chased quite easily in the 16th over. What a match that was yesterday between Damodar Warriors, Vasco and AA Boys Bicholim. Some of the known faces in Goa and Goan cricket had played in that yesterday's encounter. It was just like a batting fiesta. One team scoring 203, another team coming and chasing in the 17th over itself. The ball was flying across the ground, across all parts in fact. Sixes, boundaries. It was no ground area was left without being peppered. Oh, this is Has it timed it? It's going for 6 runs. Yes, enough. Mighty hitting here from Vasu Tiwari. Well, he has reached towards his 80 now. This is going to be ominous signs. This is not going right here for the bowling side, Vidhi cricketers. Well, whatever ball is bowled in the slot, he is going to go full-blooded, full Monty. Once again, this time didn't time it that well and gets only a single. Fielders are placed, good fielders in fact are placed at the long on and long off region, but with the intention of the batsman like Vasu Tiwari is and the bowman to get sixes and boundaries almost every ball. He knows that he's just moments away from his century. He's 82, 18 still short. He's not going to play the second fiddle. This time once again, very nicely played by Sarang. And rotate the strike. And this is the best thing that he can do at this stage. He is just now onto the crease. And this is not a tennis ball cricket. This is leather ball cricket. So he should have taken some sort of time before you go for the onslaught. It's not easy for any of the batsmen who is coming new to the cricket. Once again, Chinese cut, trying to play it in the covers region. But good piece of bowling here. This is a better line and better length. Trying the block hole areas so that batsman cannot swing. A single to finish over number 16. Score is 167 for 3. Nirkal Parab comes into bowl from the Pepsi end. Once again, very nicely played. He tried to bowl the quicker ball. They had a thought of a second, but the fielder coming in close quickly, stopping that second run. Nirkant had bowled 1 over and was being scored for 14 runs. And now he has decided bowler a spinner in this 17th, 18th, 19th over is sometimes risky, because if you don't bowl in the right areas and if you bowl in the slot, they can slog sweep or they can come down the track and hit you straight across. This was the scenario this time in the gap. Yes. It came down the track, although it was a quicker one, but the batsman had timed it so well, it had left no chance for the fielder in the mid-wicket region to stop it. You can see that he's coming down the track, trying to use the pace of the spinner who bowling quickly. Poor effort here from the fielder. And the dive later on, that was just to save himself from few words of the captain and the bowler. This time once again, quicker ball. But good thinking here from the bowler. Nirkhandet, he is not flighting the ball. He must have seen what happened to the previous players who bowled spin and tossed up yesterday and before that also. This is Clocks. Oh, this is a poor fielding effort. There was an opportunity. If we had taken start, this could have been catch. But in return, this misfield has costed 4 runs for Vidhi cricketers. And 90 crossed by Vasu Tiwari on 92. Can we see a second centurion in this tournament? We have seen 1 century already yesterday by Ishan Gadekar, who magnificently paved his way towards a century. sixes and boundaries across all parts. The similar can be said to Vasu Tiwari as well. But the century also came in vain. Because then it was Jan Ahmed Mohammad and Sher Bahadur Yadav who just toyed away with the bowling of AA boys Bicholim, and the ball was flying across all parts and they chased it quite comfortably. After 17 overs, the score is 1-7-7 for 3. So last 3 overs. In comes Shekhar from the roadside end. This is better. Trying to bowl full. Even though you bowl on the legs or on the toes, more fuller ball, more Yorker length deliveries are going to be difficult to hit. In fact, lower full toss also sometimes are difficult to hit. So good areas he's trying to concentrate when you don't have that much of pace. Line and length and accuracy is more so important. Trying to slog sweep this time, getting off the bat and umpire signaling it off the bat. Hands on the head for the bowler. He thought that he was inches towards taking wicket of Vasu Tiwari, who is inching closer towards his 100-run mark. Moves to 93 with the single. Now Sarang has been enough on this wicket. Played 6 balls, this time straight down the ground. But Sarang has not got anything in the slot so far. It's almost has been right in the block hole length deliveries, and he is doing it simple. He doesn't want to be the hero at this stage. He knows that if Vasu can get few sixes and boundaries at this stage, then certainly we can see a centurion from our team as well. And his bowl, oh God, he came down the track trying to play in the covers region, and Shekhar gets a sweet revenge. What an innings from Vasu Tiwari. Just well short of 7 runs of his 100. Otherwise you could have seen the second centurion of the Sanguem Cricketers 21st edition. It was change in pace. He came down the track and well, this was only one bad shot that he has played, and bowler says you miss, I hit. 4th wicket down. Vasu Tiwari with a stunning innings goes back in the pavilion. Mohit Gavkar has come onto the wicket at number 6 position, but is coming at a time when the bulk of the scoring or the damage to the opposition side bowling attack has been done by Vasu Tiwari. So again, very nicely played down the ground. Sarang is trying to get the second, but fielder is very quick. We have seen a similar situation like this in the previous encounter. I was talking about that match yesterday. But in the last 2 overs, AA boys Bicholim could not get the runs that they expected. They could have got 215, 220 on the board maybe. They kept losing wicket. This time he has not timed it. Straight in the hands. And taken. First he came in front. And finally judged it to perfection going back. So Shekhar once again getting a wicket. Sarang finally going after the bowling. Didn't time it that well. The catch was taken and he thought that he is close to the rope, but there was enough gap. So comfortable catch in the end. 5th wicket going down. After 18, the score is 181 for 5. Once again, similar situation like yesterday. Wickets are falling thick and fast. 2 wickets in quick succession in that over from Shekhar. And now Sunil Varekar will come onto the wicket, but he will be at the non-striker's end. And Nilkant is going to continue from the Pepsi end, as the captain doesn't have that much of options left in the bowling, as Rahul Patil has already finished his quota, and also Shekhar. So both the bowlers have, medium pacers have bowled their quota of 4 overs. Now only options left is spinners. 3 bowlers in fact has completed their quota: Rahul, Shekhar and Salil Agarkar, beg your pardon. So again playing onto the back foot, trying to get only singles, trying to get as much as possible. Maybe it must have come from the dressing room. Try to play all the overs. If the ball is not in your slot, don't go after it. At one point, they looked as if cruising towards the 200-run mark. Now, little bit short. Long handle being used, but very strong fielder Salil Agarkar is patrolling that long on the boundary region. So far, just 3 singles have come off the first 3 balls. 185 the score. 9 balls remaining, and they've got to get 15 at least if they need to grow past that 22. This will be a catch, but away from the fielder. Can they for the second one? Misfielding, fumble here from the fielder in the extra cover. They are going for the 3rd run. Can the throw be good enough? What could have been 1 have been converted into 3 runs by wonderful running between the wickets by Sunil and Mohit. This is exactly what T20 is all about. Try to put pressure, try to get something extra. You never know where the match will be heading in the second innings. This each and every run might be crucial during the run chase. This time way too outside. Easy signal for the umpire, wide by Nilesh Naik. Umpiring so far in the 3rd day has been amazing, and they have been right on the mark, right on the button. This time, long handle has been used. Catch once again dropped, but the ball also drops inside the boundary line. 2 runs easily taken. So what could have been 1 run in the extra cover region? 2 extras being given. What could have been catch? 2 more extras have been given. So 4 extra runs in this over itself. This time he connects it well and connects it big. He was waiting for that ball, and the long handle has been used here by Mohit. Sunil, in fact, guessed the 6. That will have some cheer in the dressing room, because they will be inching closer towards that 200-run mark. 19 overs completed. 6 in that over. Slightly expensive for Nilkant and team Vidhi Cricketers. 19 overs, 197 for 5. This time once again trying to go in that region. Mohit going for the 2nd run quickly. Good throw, but it needed a direct hit. Otherwise, 2nd run was easily on. Sarvesh has been given the ball in hand to bowl the last over. 1 shot of 200 is Union Sports Club. Union Sports Club Marshall. Well, they must be thrilled here, because there was so much hype about this tournament. There were a lot of calls, communications for the organizers so that they can play in this tournament. And finally, Union Sports Club Marshall and Vidhi Cricketers getting an opportunity. It's beautiful here from the organizers, because those who have passion and love for the game should be given a chance. Once again, slower ball, a change of pace. Mohit trying to hit it in the covers, slightly slow because the ball also coming slow from the hands of the bowler. 4 balls left. Can they get the highest score of the tournament? This time, beautiful bowling here. Beautiful bowling from Sarvesh, right in the block hole. In spite of batsmen trying to slog, they are not getting the zone. So mixing it up well here. One slower, one yorker delivery. Can he stop them? This time, catch and dropped. The height of the fielder made the difference. Otherwise, a slightly tall fielder could have taken that catch. But boundary that was required, this was much, much slower in the air. He waited and waited onto that and finally getting a boundary in the covers. So 200 up here for Union Sports Club Marshall, and they reached to a score of 203. Congratulations to them for being the highest scorer of this 21st edition of Sanguem Cricketers. Quicker ball, chance of a run out, and this is going to be an easy run out. So run out, and that will be the last man that is going to come on the crease. Paresh. And I should appreciate it, this bowling side as well. Vidhi Cricketers, they are very quick on time. Over rate was excellent, magnificent, very well maintained. And that is the reason why just 2 balls left and the timing. Oh, clean bowl. What a lovely comeback here by Sarvesh. This is a great over from him. And that's it. 20 overs are completed. Finally, a smile on Sarvesh's face because he has bowled a very, very good over. He was getting the in-swingers right, but he was not able to control in the first half. But in the second half, second spell, in the 20th over, he bowled very well, right in the block hole, and bowled a decent over. So 203 is what Union Sports Club Marshall has got. 204 is the target. Highest score has been achieved in this 21st edition of Sanguem Cricketers tournament. But you never know, 200s have been chased quite easily in this tournament by the opposite side while chasing, and no one has defended in this tournament. Can Union Sports Club Marshall be the first side to defend a total in this tournament? Let's wait and watch. It will be an interesting run chase. Meanwhile, and requesting the opposite side, Union Sports Club Marshall, who will be coming out to field, please don't delay too much. Please come fast and let the game progress in with the time schedule. Thank you from Harish Kakodkar. We'll see you in a short while.
G-Wave is a 10 gigabyte network offering bandwidth on demand, FTTH leased lines with 24/7 online support. We undertake quality internet services to the prestigious events in Goa. G-Wave is having facility of customer care center in every taluka headquarter for the customer convenience. Also, subscribers can apply online to avail G-Wave services.
Second inning of this morning session. Target is of 204 runs in front of Vidhi cricketers. Let's see how the match is going to progress. Meanwhile, if any team member or any spectator is hungry or thirsty, if you want to refresh your body, then you can visit the canteen facility that is available between the two dugouts. So patties, samosas, vadas, eatables are available. Even soft drinks, water, as well as energy drinks are also available in the canteen. If any player wants to boost their energy, you can visit the canteen and you can get some energy from the energy drinks. So let's see in the first innings for Union Club Marshall, Sarvesh Solapurkar and Rahul Mehta opened the account. Both made a small partnership. Sarvesh was back to the pavilion at the individual score of 12 runs, caught bowled by Rahul Patil. And on this consecutive delivery, Rahul Patil bagged another wicket to dismiss Rahul Mehta at the score of 14. Then there was a good partnership that happened between Saish Gaonkar and Vasu Tiwari. So Saish played a supporting role, was back to the pavilion at the individual score of 34, was caught right in front of the stumps in form of leg before wicket. Salil Agarkar, the bowler, to take the wicket. And as Vasu Tiwari was inching towards the three-figure mark, a good bowling by Shekhar Betodkar. To dismiss Vasu Tiwari, clean bowled, 2 stumps were uprooted to send Vasu Tiwari back to the pavilion at the individual score of 93. Vasu Tiwari is the main architect of building those innings. Scored individual 93 runs and equally well supported by Sarang Sane, Mohit Gaonkar and Sunil Verekar. Mohit Gaonkar and Sunil Verekar did a small partnership at the end to post the total to 203. Now let's see what will be the scenario as we are about to witness the second innings, that is the run chase, as the 2 umpires going to do the judgment on the field has done an amazing job for last 2 days. This is the 3rd day of this beautiful tournament organized by Sanguem Crickters, a brand, I must say, in leather ball cricket in Goa, where every team waits for their chance to get into this tournament. We have seen some of the teams that have participated last year are missing in this edition because as soon as the tournament was announced, within a day, not even a day, within a half day, the 16 teams were confirmed. Courtesy, even the entries were sent by Google Pays to get the immediate entry. And many teams were pending. So that is the reason why most of the teams are seen as new teams that have entered in this tournament. So now run chase is on. 204 required. Requesting the fielding side to kindly do your prayers, do the final meeting, and captain, kindly quickly arrange your field as the time on our clock is 11:45. One more match to be played. You are allotted 90 minutes to conclude your innings, otherwise the penalties will be enacted. In order to avoid those penalties, it's necessary to be quick on the field. Even 2 umpires are already out in the middle. Let's not make them to take the sunbath for long. And here we've seen a pack of players running to get their positions under the guidance of the captain. So let's see who is going to deliver for Union Club of Marcel. And let's see who are going to be the 2 openers in the run chase for Vidhi Cricketers. A lot of cricket, lot of cricketing drama to happen on this beautiful stage. A good batting track makes it little easy for even the team while chasing it, as the ball is coming at the decent bounce, and even there's a lot of help for the bowlers as well. So good contest is on. Sunil Rathod along with his partner Rahul Patil, 2 openers out in the middle. So let's see what is going to be approached. 3 batting power play, compulsory power play will be, I beg your pardon, 3 compulsory power play will be at the initial stage. The first 3 overs will be compulsory power play, and then the liberty for the batting side to decide when to take the golden over as well as the batting power play. So a contest is on. 204, 203 is the highest total that has been achieved by Union Club of Marcel. So as the run chase is on, Sunil Rathod to take the strike along with his partner Rahul Patil will be at the non-striker's end. Let's see who is going to roll his hands in the first over. It's none other than just in number 1. So let's see who is going to deliver. Saish Gaonkar is all set to deliver to open the account as far as bowling is concerned, and about to deliver the first over of the run chase. Setting the field, asking the captain to set the field as per his requirement. And as the compulsory power play is on, 2 fielders will be allowed to place outside the 30-yard circle to patrol the fence. So after doing the much settlement that is required, here we go with the umpire signal. Umpire confirming whether the scorer is ready. whether his partner is ready, whether the teams are ready. And after checking, here will be the loud call. Guys, let's play. So here we go with the run chase. As umpire says, let's play. First delivery about to be get delivered. Good pitch delivery, equally well played towards the point. One is the call. Good throw. Oh my dear. If the fielder has to hit directly onto the stumps, then definitely it would have been very risky for Vidhi cricketers. We are going to check on the monitor how risky it was. Quick onto his feet, gathers the ball quickly, throws in a flash, and if it has to hit the stumps, definitely it would have been very risky for Rahul Patil. And equally a very good backup by the fielder from mid-wicket. Now that fielder moves towards the offside as Saish inviting Rahul Patil to go towards the leg stump. Only two fielders are kept towards the leg stump. One at the mid-on and other at the short fine leg. So lot of gap on the onside. Rahul Patil taking his time, moves away from the striking end, was not ready. So Saish has to walk back on his run-up mark as it was declared as a dead ball. So now the stage is set for the second delivery of the compulsory power play. Full pitch delivery, equally well driven to the sweep area. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball. Lovely technique adopted by Saish Gaonkar. Bowling towards the offside and have kept the vacant areas towards the square of the wicket towards the leg side, inviting the batsman to go for the fancy drives or the cross-banded shot so that there is every possibility of a wicket. Good strategies applied by the fielding side. Meanwhile, Saish right arm around over the stumps. Lovely strike into the gap between the two fielders, straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder rather than going at the boundary rope to collect the ball to bring it inside the ground. Lovely strike from Sunil Rathod. Wonderful straight drive to take the total to 6. That is a beautiful straight drive. Even the fielders inside the circle at the long mid-on and mid-off could not do much rather than looking at each other and watching the ball to travel the distance. So meanwhile, Saish is all set to deliver the next. Another good delivery. Ball deviating, a hint of outswinger. Travel safely to the keeper. Vasu Tiwari keeping the stumps. Had a huge responsibility, has taken the responsibility on his shoulder of scoring the much required runs for himself. And now we're doing the job of a wicket keeper. So he is inact on every delivery. Meanwhile, again ball going away from the batsman. Lovely delivery. Bowled by Saish Gaonkar. Not giving much for the batting team. Making the batsman to think as of what is going to come. A good line and length maintained. Ball sometimes going away from the batsman in form of outswingers. Mixing up his deliveries. Let's see what is going to come next. As Sunil Rathod is ready at the striker's end. Wanted to pull the ball towards the leg stump in the vacant area. No connection. Leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. That concludes over number 1. So after completion of first over, score is 6. And Vidhi cricketers cautiously batting, moving at the run rate of 6 runs per over. DJ. Thank you, DJ. So now Shubham Gupta is the new bowler. A tall guy walking to mark his run-up mark from the far end, that is the Pepsi end. checking where the fielders are to be placed. Now checking whether he has marked his runner properly. So after checking each and every aspect, now setting the proper field for himself with the guidance of his captain. Pointing his captain to place the fielder at the right position. Meanwhile, a slip is on Rahul Mehta in the first slip position. So there's a deep point in act and a third man, two fielders outside the 30-yard circle for Rahul Patil. First delivery slightly outside the off stump, way away from the guidelines. Stretch of arms by umpire Nilesh Naik. Doing a wonderful job. Very strict with the rules and the regulations of the cricket. And doing the right judgment. Along with his partner Ajit Shirodkar right now at doing the duty of a square leg umpire. Meanwhile, a wide taking the total to 7. Shubham Gupta, right arm over the stumps. Good looking strike towards the covers in the vacant area from the bat of Rahul Patil. And the first connection is done. That's a boundary from the bat of Rahul to take the total to 11. What a beautiful cover drive. Was hit uppish in the air, but nonetheless, since the power play is on, fielders are inside the 30-yard circle and a lot of vacancies outside the 30-yard circle where the batsman has the liberty to play in the air, but only thing is he has to time the ball properly. Otherwise, the batsman may end up giving a catching practice for the hunters, I must say, inside the circle, waiting to take the scalp. Swings the bat very hard. Hint of outswinger to take the ball slightly away from the bat, missing the edge of the bat, travel safely to the keeper. So the body language of the bowling side tells the story. After posting 203 on the board, they are looking very confident. They are not hesitant to deliver right near the bat of the batsman. The fuller lengths are offered, so allowing inviting in fact the batsman to go for the glory shot, so that if they doesn't connect, then every possibility of a wicket. Meanwhile, Shubham Gupta all set to deliver the next. Pull shot is in act, chance of a catch and a simple looking catch. That is the strategy, and the first wicket goes down, falling prey for the trap that has been put by Shubham and the captain of Marcel, Union Club of Marcel. Wonderful catch taken towards the square leg, and a first wicket back to the pavilion. DJ. Thank you, DJ. As the DJ is playing the trance, DJ is also taking us in that zone where we are also finding it difficult to express our comments. So let DJ play some lively music where the lyrics hit the ears, and we also groove in the party. We also get charged up. Meanwhile, a wicket for Union Club of Marshall provided by Shubham Gupta. New man in is Shekhar Betodkar at the non-striker's end. Another good looking drive, but straight back to the bowler. Sunil Rathod not able to find the gap on the ground. And as the departure of the first wicket may have forced Sunil Rathod to play cautiously rather than going for the glory shot, maybe taking his time before getting cut loose. Lovely looking drive straight down the ground towards the mid-on area. Fielder from the circle Kneels onto his leg, kneels down to stop the ball from crossing himself. But a single is on, taking the total to 12. And that brings Shekhar Betodkar on the striking end. And both the batsmen will be eyeing to build a partnership from here on so that it becomes easy for the later batsmen to boost the confidence. Meanwhile, cuts the ball away from the slip fielder towards the third man. Fielder comfortably gathers the ball, throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, another single. That single concludes over number 2. So after completion of 2 overs, score is 13 for the loss of 1 wicket. DJ. Saish Gaukar to continue his second over of the quarter. A moderate run-up, bowling from the roadside and right arm over the stumps. There's a connection, chance of one more catch. Fielder from the point. He doesn't miss. Second wicket back to the pavilion. Shekhar Betodkar back to the pavilion for the individual score of 1. 13 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ. So as the second wicket goes back to the pavilion in a quick succession, that brings Nilkant out in the middle at the striker's end. So Shekhar striking in this, Saish Gaukar striking in this over. Shekhar Betodkar back to the pavilion. Down the leg stump, but wait for umpire signal. Chance of a run out. Throw was at the right hand, but away from the stumps. That makes Sunil Rathod to come back quickly. Otherwise, it would have been shatters for Sunil Rathod. Meanwhile, wide is the signal from main umpire Ajit. Look at the throw. Sunil was nowhere in the frame as the ball crosses the stump. Lucky breakthrough avoided courtesy. Throw was slightly away from the stumps. Rahul Mehta very quick to react. Good connection through the covers. The fielder patrolling the fence from the sweeper gathers the ball, throws it back to the bowler. In fact, the throw was towards the keeper. Another single taking the total to 15. Third over in progress. Power play overs are on, but it looks to be the power has been generated by the fielding side. They have taken 2 wickets and have sent 2 players back to the pavilion. Now, first free hit has been taken by Nilkant as he is onto the striking end. Knows that 2 wickets are down. Score is just 15. They are going at the rate of 6.43. Required run rate is 10 plus. Sensing the opportunity, takes a free hit. Let's see how it is going to be as Vasu Tiwari standing right up. Swings the bat very hard. Beautiful correction. Even the fielder was placed. We have to wait for umpire signal. And of course, the ball has travelled a distance. Free hit has been used for the optimum sixer from the bat of Nilkant. What a wonderful strike. Plays on the up. Takes it at right from the middle of the bat to hit the ball out of the boundary rope. Sixer taking the total to 21. Now the momentum has shifted. The run rate jumps up to 8.40 after that monstrous hit from Nilkant. So let's see what is going to come next. Whether the power hitting will continue. So intentions are quite clear. And what a way to get the confidence back by Nilkant. Takes a free hit, charges the ball out of the boundary rope. Now the second free hit has been taken by Nilkant. Let's see what he can do. Whether he can hit one more. Oh my dear, there was a good intent, but good bowling by Saish. Trolls the stumps out of the ground, uprooted the stump. But no harm done at it was a free hit delivery. So Nilkant survives. Free hit makes Nilkant to survive. And a good bowling continues from Saish Gaukar. Saish on a roll. Nilkant has hit a beautiful six to gain some confidence. Good cricket is happening out in the middle. 21 for the loss of 2 wickets. Third over in progress. 2 legal deliveries are yet to be bowled. Cuts the ball watchfully towards the point. Rahul Mehta now comes towards the point area from the slip. Stops the ball as well as stops a single. So dot ball and the final delivery of the compulsory power play. Saish Gaukar on to his run-up mark. Nilkant on to his striking end. Let's see what Nilkant can do. Whether Saish can finish on a high note. Plays watchfully. One is the call but denied by his partner Sulil Rathod. Not that quick on his feet. Settles for a dot ball. A dot ball to end the third over. So after completion of 3, score is 21 for the loss of 2 wickets, and Vidhi cricketers are moving at the run rate of 7 runs, and the required run rate triple R is 10.76 DJ.
G-Wave is a 10 gigabyte network offering bandwidth on demand, FTTH leased lines with 24/7 online support. We undertake quality internet services to the prestigious events in Goa. G-Wave is having facility of customer care center in every taluka headquarter for the customer convenience. Also, subscribers can apply online to avail G-Wave services.
Shubham Gupta to continue the 4th over from the Pepsi end. And meanwhile, Shubham starts with the dot ball. So here, the screen that is with the commentary box is provided by none other than the co-owner of Goa Livecast, Nikhil Dangi, doing all the necessary arrangements for us to give you live updates clearly, even watching the things on the screen. This is a wonderful arrangement by Nikhil Dangi, and his partner Tushar Karmalkar also here watching the proceeding. Meanwhile, lovely delivery, cut shot is on, away from the fielder. Fielder has been patrolling the fence. A single is on. There was a possibility of a second turn but denied by Sunil. And a single taking the total to 22. So now if we look at the scorecard, 22 for the loss of 2 wickets. More 182 runs required in 100 legal deliveries. Lot of cricket is remaining in this match. A batsman has to take the responsibility from here on. Again plays watchfully onto the back foot, into the covers in the vacant area. Fielder from the dig long off gathers the ball. Meanwhile, another single to bring Sunil on the striking end. Score moves to 23. 4th over in progress, 23 for the loss of 2 wickets. Now the run rate current run rate dropping to 6.5 runs per over, and required run rate climbing to 10 runs, 10.97 runs, almost 11 runs per over. Sunil strikes towards the square leg, but as a mid-wicket inact, more towards the square leg area, stops the ball from crossing the fence, throw is towards the bowling end. And that's a single so far. No intent from Nilkant as well as Sunil to go really after the required run rate, but never do know. We have seen one team in the IPL who plays cool as cucumber in the initial part, not really bothered after the run rate, where even when it comes to chasing, but as the depth overs are on, we see them hitting monstrous sixes and getting the target quite easily. Their team also plays in the yellow colored jersey in IPL. And the name of the team is CSK. Meanwhile, Vidhi cricketers are also playing in the yellow jersey, maybe applying the same strategies. Meanwhile, in between, a dot delivery delivered by Shubham Gupta. So lot many things are happening as the 2 wickets are back to the pavilion. Lot many thoughts will be in the mind of the batsman as how to carry on with the proceedings. Short pitch delivery, flicks the ball. Fielder at the boundary runs from the mid-wicket. Has covered a lot of distance to stop the ball from crossing the fence as the ball was not hit properly. Maybe the inside half of the bat to make it travel just a few steps before the boundary rope. Couple of runs to end the 4th over. So after completion of 4 overs, score is 26 for the loss of 2 wickets. And the current run rate is now again going down to 6.50 runs. And required run rate bouncing to 11.13. So 11 runs required every over from here on. DJ. So now this season has been belonging to the yellow color as CSK has won the IPL, Australia team has won T20 World Cup, Tamil Nadu has won Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, and in a recent tournament at Panjim, that is Panjim Members League, even the team that won the tournament is also wearing yellow jersey. So a lot of yellows flourishing in this season. And now even Vidhi cricketers are playing in a yellow jersey. Sunil bowling and Sunil on the striking end. Sunil versus Sunil. Another ball down the leg stump. Consecutive second wide bowled by Sunil Verekar. Tall guy but not getting proper line and length. Delivers 2 wide to take the total to 28. A word of advice from Rahul Mehta. Always busy on the field, guiding his teammates. A busy customer. Short pitch delivery, well played. But see the quick, nice of Rahul Mehta. Is very quick on his feet. No chance of a run. Even the ball was hit between the gap between the bowler and the mid-wicket fielder. Still, no chance of a single. Another in-swing delivery. Ball was pitched just short, but looks to be Sunil Rathod not quick enough. Was not able to shift onto the back foot. Otherwise, definitely the boundary would have been on, as lot of gap can be seen towards the finer side of the square leg behind the umpire. So these are the areas the batsmen should eye upon rather than just playing the cricketing shots. They should set the target as where to send the ball. Meanwhile, Nilkant on the striking end. Another good delivery, equally well played towards the point. Before the fielder could gather, a single is on. Now Vidhi cricketers are dealing in singles, 30 onto the board. So one of these batsmen has to take the responsibility, otherwise the plot will be far, far away from Vidhi cricketers. One has to accelerate, and the concern for them is the loss of 2 wickets. That actually is. Sunil again plays watchfully, has intended to come down the track, but the shot is not offered. Playing the defensive strokes on a defensive mode at the moment, but Sunil normally likes to hit the ball in the vacant areas. That intent is not seen so far from Sunil Rathod. Meanwhile, Sunil Verekar delivering for his team and making the required run rate to jump furthermore. Swings the bat very hard. Connection takes the ball. A quick interface to the fielder at the mid-wicket. So that single again takes the total to 31. Fifth over in progress. Score is 31 on the board. Required run rate now jumps almost to 12 runs per over. 12 runs on this ground looks little difficult, but the quality of the ball will make it easy as some power ratings will be done. Again plays watchfully towards the point. One is the call. Fielder decides not to throw the ball as quite a comfortable single was on. That concludes over number 5. After completion of 5 overs, score is 32 for the loss of 2 wickets. And I would like to take a break after the completion of 5. So over to Harish Kakotkar.
So in comes Prabhakar Shetty. First ball straying down the leg side. So Nilkanta Parab is going to face Prabhakar. Very nicely played. Straight back to the bowler. Whenever there is a new bowler whom you have not faced previously, so you need to see what he is doing. Is there a swing? Is he bowling the in-swingers, out-swingers, or the just bowling and the ball coming straight on? And without having a look at that, you just cannot go after the bowling. Very nicely, watchfully played. By the time the fielder comes and collects, it's going to the third umpire. But from the naked eye, it doesn't look that close. But umpire wants to be absolutely safe. This might be a close match, so he doesn't want to risk any chance at this stage. From what I see from here, I got a screen, and it should be an easy decision for the third umpire as well. Just the mere formalities of the green light has been done, and no harm done for the batsman. It was an easy single, although the fielder has come in closing in quickly from the point region. The single could not be saved. So again, trying to hit too many dot balls given away here by Sunil. Well, asking run rate is creeping up and up. It's going to 111.7 at this stage. We are into the 6th over. Someone somewhere has to make a move. Oh, that's a lovely shot, a good shot, pivoting himself and played in the deep square leg region for 4 runs. They needed this boundary and it has come from the bat of Sunil. Sunil Rathod understands the importance. We have seen the run chases so far. None of the team in this tournament has defended what they have scored. Can Union Sports Club Marshall be the first team to defend this huge total being posted by their batters? So again trying to cut, no timing, chance of a run out. This time might be close. This time it just might be close. Third umpire once again in action for the second time in this over. And the third umpire decision will be out very soon, but I have made the decision in my mind. And it's a red light, so the batsman has to depart. There was no calling, actually there was no single there. The batsman on strike, Sunil Rathod, wanted the strike. Nilkant Parab says no, there was no single in it, and miscommunication got rid of Sunil Rathod. Third wicket going down in the form of run out at the score of 38 in the 6th over. So 38 for 3, and in comes Salil Agarkar, a rounder for Vidhi Cricketers. And this is going to be an important juncture of this match. This partnership is certainly going to tell where the match is heading. Is he wide down the leg side? Salil will be looking at the bowlers and field set for him, how the surface is behaving. He must have seen while bowling whether there was a turn or not, ball skidding on, what sort of height the ball was coming on to the batsman. So once he faces 1 or 2 balls, then certainly he will feel much better. So going from over the wicket to round the wicket, bowler Prabhakar. Very nicely played, stopped by the fielder in the short covers. Both the batsmen not taking risk of another run out chance in this over. After 6 over, a run out in that makes a third wicket going down back in the pavilion of Vidhi Cricketers. 39 for 3 in 6. Yesterday, when the match was in progress between Damodar Warriors, Vasco and AA Boys Bicholim, by chasing their 203 runs, they never allowed that required run rate to creep up. They were getting 10 runs, 10, 11, 9 runs per over consistently. This is a very good shot, played wide in the covers region. Wonderfully lifted. 4 runs here for Nilkant Parab. So he has decided that he has seen enough and now he has to go after the bowling. In comes Sunil Verika to bowl from the roadside end. What a welcome given. Intention was always to play in the air. This was a safe shot here. Very nicely punched, but Rahul is there like a tiger. The point region fielder should be very quick because the ball comes over there much quicker than at any other place. So you need to have your best fielder in that point region, because if the ball pierces him, then more often than not, chances of going towards the boundary line, and also catches also come quickly in that region. So you need to have the most agile and good reflex fielder in the point. The third free hit has been taken by Nilkant. Once again lofted. Is he getting a good catch taken? Very good catch. But the batsman is not out because that was a license, free license given by Sanguem cricketers for those 5 free hits, just costing 1 run. He didn't get it off the meat of the bat, just like I would have liked. Otherwise, another 2 meters, it could have been 6. That's how the difference is in cricket. A millisecond in 100 meters sprint, or 400 meters, 200 meters sprint, or in swimming, and a meter, half a meter, a 2 meter difference in cricket is just the same. It can be difference of winning between the gold medal, bronze and silver in swimming and athletics in running, and a difference of 1 meter, half meter or 2 meters can be the difference of a 6 and going back in the pavilion by taking a catch. It's just a minute difference, but minute itself is big. Once again, very nicely played. Crisp timing, is not finding the gap. He wanted to loft it over that short covers region fielder to get that boundary, but he hit it straight in the extra covers. Decent enough pace is being bowled by Sunil Varekar, although both the batsmen are getting a hang of what he's trying to do. Left and right combination is just the right mix that is required here for Vidhi cricketers, because if the bowlers are not used to bowling the left and right in combination, you can give few extras, loose deliveries. Once again trying to hit that in the point region, and dot ball to finish this over number 7, 46 for 3. In comes Rahul Mehta. Rahul Mehta is a wonderful youngster. Not only does the job as an opener, but also bowls a good leg spinners. We've seen him in last season for MCC. Bowls a good off spinner. Good start here, right on the mark, right where you require the ball to land in the areas for a spinner. Captain of Goa under 19 last season. So it's not going to be easy to go after him. He knows exactly he has played, maybe not at the super highest level, but at least where the matches are played between different states at under 19 levels. Being a captain of whether it is under 14, under 16, under 19, under 20, it doesn't matter. But certainly you have made into the state level, and as a captain, that experience playing in different pitches, different conditions will certainly help Union Sports Club Marshall with his experience. And I have seen throughout this course of this innings, he has been giving some inputs here for all, not even only the captain, but also the bowlers as well. Lovely bowling here. If you see the previous balls, it was just slightly quicker. This time, he flighted the ball into the eyelid of the batsman, and just because he's a left-hander, the ball, even if there is a slight spin, then it can go away from the left-hander. Once again, this time, catch it. But it was in the gap, right in between the gap between the point and short covers. So once again, the fielder rotates. This is the problem when left and right hand combination is in progress, are indulging in the partnership. The field setting just takes a little bit of time if you are not used to play continuously. For a quick bowler, for a fast bowler, he has got some more time to go back into his run-up. So by the time these fielders have ample of time to get back into the position. But because spinner is bowling, he doesn't take that much of time to bowl in between the deliveries. So the fielders have to be quick and get back to their positions for a left-hander and a right-hander. This time slightly quicker, straight back to the bowler. Very, very good over, just giving 3 runs and piling up the required run rate against the batting side Vidhi cricketer after 8 overs, 49 for 3. Once again, bowling started here by Pavakar. First ball, dot ball. This approach is not going to help Vidhi cricketers at all. A required run rate increasing 13 runs over. 13 runs over is a big ask in leather ball cricket. Although even in tennis ball cricket also it is a big ask. Hitting 2 sixes in a tennis ball in 6 balls is not easy. So you can imagine how difficult it is in leather ball cricket. Someone has to go after the bowling. What point of time has to be decided by both these batsmen. This is lovely bowling. This is a perfect line and length. Nilkant Parab. 50 up here after that wide being bowled for Vidhi cricketers, but I don't think so there will be cheer because they are not cruising towards that victory line, just like how we saw yesterday while chasing Damodar Warriors. It was a closely fought encounter. This time he slashes hard, but straight to the man at third man region. Once again another single. The captain will be very happy with the bowling performance so far. He knows that they are doing a decent enough job. Singles won't worry at this stage for Union Sports Club Marshall. It is the boundaries and sixes that they have to worry, and they are doing a fair enough job curtailing these boundary line fours and sixes. Once again, going for that shot in the square leg region. So far, we have not seen a convincing looking shot here from Salil Agarkar. He's trying hard, but no connection. Momentum right now of this match is totally with Union Sports Club Marshall. Oh, this is in the air. Half checked shot. He wanted to go for the drive in the covers region, but finally thought that the ball was not in the slot to be going for the covers. Checked his shot in the air, scared for a while. Rahul was waiting to pouch onto that, but gets the 2 runs as it was slightly wide of the third man region fielder. Good running between the wickets by both these batsmen. .54, the score moves on to 1 ball to be bowled in this 9th over. Attacking approach somewhere, some point of time. Too late is not going to help the cause of the batting side. One more single to finish over number 9. Prabhakar doing a very good job for his side. 55 for the loss of 3 in 9. In comes Moitari. Once again, good flick shot. Straight down the ground at long on region. We are coming in towards the halfway mark and asking run rate has crept up about 13.5 runs per over. 148 more runs required in 65. Once again, he was going for that big shot. He has struggled in this innings, not timing it well, going for that cross-butted heavy in the mid-wicket region and clean bowled. So Mohit coming and Mohit taking a wicket. Nothing short there from Salil Agarkar, uprooted his middle stump and looks to be in a very, very commanding position. Union Sports Club Marshall with 4th wicket down in the 10th over. SDG. There is full coverage given on the newspaper as well for the Sanguem Crickters tournament because everyone knows is one of the prestigious, and even many of the GCA teams or the selectors of Goa Cricket Association will be certainly looking at the performances of different players. And already has been announced that there will be a season of Ranchi and other matches that will be played by GCA. And 4 runs here. Jagan Nivas Patil comes and gets a boundary. I was talking about the performances. If anyone wants to perform, it will be definitely noted, not by the supporters, but also by many of the selectors, and also newcomers will be looked after, especially in the A division and Premier and other division matches. Certainly everyone would like to excel and perform, and there is no excuses, absolutely no excuse when it comes to playing on this surface. One of the best in Goa, and also the outfield, infield, very lush green, and you can dive, you can do exceedingly well even in fielding as well. So opportunity for everyone, all the leather ball lovers, cricketers, to perform and showcase their talent. Once again down the ground, no intention so far from Nilkhand Parab. He knows maybe the batting depth is not that much, but at some point of time some intention has to be made, otherwise just going away with the flow, taking singles, not going to take them anywhere. Once again, a good intent here. Good pull shot from Jagan Nivas Patil. Well, the scoreboard is moving at snail's pace when it is required to be going at the cheetah's pace. If you are running a 100 meters race right now, Vidhi cricketers are just jogging towards that 100 meters, and they have reached to just 20 meters. Time is short and meters are more. So we'll take I'll take a break after the halfway mark of this innings. 63 for 4 in 10. 141 runs required, exactly 14.10 is the required run rate. And hand over the mic to Sagar Gosavi, the best all-rounder that Kocharam has produced, and now is my co-commentator in the commentary box. Over to Shaggy.
Thank you, Harry. So here, golden over is in act, but the good thing is Jaggu on the striking end, nicknamed Jaggu for Jagan Nivas Patil. He should have been batting slightly top of the order, because he is one calculator, I must say, in Vidhi cricketers, who keeps an eye on the required things as far as chase is concerned. He is a even better player among the rest of the players who calculate the inning and plays as per the situation. But now coming in the position where he can't even relax for an inch. Required run is 14 runs per over, so he has to strike at least couple of times in the over. Now golden over is in act. First delivery from Rahul Mehta, quicker, slightly outside the off stump, makes it 2, and that delivery as a dot ball. Equally well kept by Tiwari, the keeper behind the stumps. Short pitch plays watchfully towards the mid-wicket. Fielder from the tip running very hard to stop the ball. Knows that this is a golden over where the score will be doubled. So Jaggu takes a single and awards the striking end to his partner. Nilkhand, who looks to be a set batsman among these two. Let's see what he can do. Now he can't relax as a plot is almost going away from the batting team. Quick artillery wanted to strike, again strikes in the similar position. Two fielders from the deep running to stop the ball. Fielder from long on gathers the ball. Strong throw towards Rahul Mehta. Slight fumble, but just will be a single. So at least some intentions. Now the incoming batsmen definitely will be looking to get the target, because if they want to be in the second round, they have to work really hard and play out of the box innings. So let's see what is going to happen. Quick delivery, Jaggu on to the back foot, wanted to pull the ball, but that length was not easy to pull the ball unless and until you are some extraordinary batsman. So Jaggu trying his heart out. Let's see whether he can do something for his team. Meanwhile, 4 deliveries have been bowled. Again plays watchfully towards the point. That is the perfect line and length maintained by Rahul Mehta, the most busy player in this Mayam, I beg your pardon, Union Club of Marcel. I've seen him guiding his players, even giving his inputs, even correcting the field positions at numerous occasions. A handy for any captain as far as all the strats are concerned. Meanwhile, Nilkant on the striking end. So far, Nilkant has struck only a beautiful 6. Let's see what he can do now. Again, a good connection. Whether the ball has traveled the distance, yes, it is. And the 6 from the final delivery of the golden over. So 9 runs have been scored in this over, and a double will be 18 runs. So now it score moves to 81. 11 overs, 81 on the board. And now the cameramen are busy capturing their colleagues who are at the far end. So they are spotting each and every aspect on the ground. So now the momentum has gained. Now run rate has, current run rate has jumped to 7. Required has come to 13. Another good strike from the bat of Jagannivas Patil. Let's see whether the fielder can reach to stop the ball. Yes, it does. Meanwhile, a single to rotate this strike. That single takes the total to 82. Still a lot of cricket is remaining. 122 required, which is gettable. And the ball is such a beautiful ball that has been used in this tournament, that it can travel the distance if you take it at the right sweetest part of the bat. Cuts the ball away from Rahul Mehta. Ball travels towards the widest third man area. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball for a single to bring Jagat Nivas on the striking end. Nilkant not up to the intent that is required. He should be the one who should be scoring most of runs, but taking a single, giving strike to Jagat Nivas Patil. Let's see what Jaggu can do now. Short pitch delivery, immediately shifts his balance onto the back foot, but the connection was not that proper. Ball travels towards the square leg area. The fielder from the deep gathers the ball. Another single. So again, after a small sprint, as Harish said, Vidhi cricketers are back to the jogging mode. As far as the chase is concerned, the run rate is climbing now back to 14 runs per over. That is the requirement. And Team Vidhi cricketer doesn't look to be in a hurry, or maybe they may have given up the match. That was the body language and the capacity tells us. Meanwhile, another strike along the carpet. This along the carpet are not going to work much for Vidhi cricketers, because they are playing this shot for just a single, where you require to score more boundaries. You should clear your intent. It doesn't matter whether you save your wicket. Now it's not time for personal milestones, rather than it is to work for the team. Meanwhile, Marcel are doing a very wonderful job. Another good strike into the covers. Ball beats the fielder from the circle. Meanwhile, couple of runs to be scored. That couple of runs takes the total to 87. So bowlers have done a fantastic job for Union Club Marcel, bowling the proper line and length to keep the batsman away from the scoring runs. Lot depends on this pair, especially on Jagannivas Patil. Flicks the ball away from the fielder. We have to see where the ball is going to win the race. Meanwhile, a good footwork to stop the ball from crossing the fence. The boundaries are dried up, not coming. And we have to check the time that the last boundary was hit. It was over before a sixer from the bat of Nilkant. But after that, again, the mode has been shifted and they are being a little cautious rather than showing the intent. Swing the bat hard and going for the glory shot. That is not the intent, not what is required at the moment. Meanwhile, that concludes over number 12. After completion of 12, score is 89 for 4. And now it's time for DJ for the wonderful music for the viewers. This is the fourth free hit that has been taken by Team Vidhi cricketers. And striking end will be Nilkant Parab, the set batsman. But he was looking to be very tired as the 12th over was concluded. Let's see whether he has got enough energy in his body to smack the ball as the free hit has been taken. Prabhakar to deliver, tall guy, right arm over the stumps from the road end. There's a connection. Straight down the ground, fielder running to stop the ball. In fact, the ball was hit towards the fielder. Now, Jagannivas looks to be in a hurry, immediately calls for the second run. And even equally well responded by Nilkant. Free hit was not to be utilized up to the maximum, but nonetheless, 2 runs. 91 is the score so far. More 7 overs to go. Anything and everything is possible from here on as batting power play is yet to be taken. And the tired Nilkant could not do much rather than dragging the ball onto his legs and rolling the ball onto the middle stump. 5th wicket, back to the pavilion. Prabhakar strikes. DJ. So new man in is Tulsidas, fresh legs, a fresh pair of hands and energy, full of energy onto the striking end. Let's see what Tulsidas can do now, whether he is taking some deliveries to set. Full toss delivery, guys, the ball towards the short fine leg. That was the run scoring delivery as it was the first delivery that has been faced by Tulsidas. Could not do the proper connection of the bat. And for a single. Meanwhile, Jagannivas Patil, who is on the striking end, now opt for the final free hit. What could have been a boundary or a 6 on that low full toss was wasted by Tulsidas. Let's see what Jaggu can do now. Short pitch delivery, pulls the ball towards the mid wicket. Fielder running, bowler running himself. Wanted a second, but could not get the strength enough and courage enough to take that second run, decides to settle for a single. That single takes the total to 93, and look at the required run rate now. Triple R required run rate is 15 runs per over. There's a lovely connection. Fielder running to catch the ball. Oh my God, he makes the ground but could not held on. Rahul Mehta, a very rare occasion to see him dropping the catch. This is a very rare scenario. Maybe the ball traveled much more further than he had expected. He has to take it right in front of his chest. Another wonderful strike. Cover drive offered to take a single. So after completion of 13, score is 95 for the loss of 5 wickets. 7 overs more to be bowled. 109 runs required. Required run rate is 15.37. Lot of hard work, lot of courage required for Vidhi cricketers to jump back from this situation. Over to DJ. So that is the language that have been used in Bahubali, the conclusion as well as the beginning, and one of them has to be Kalke now to score some runs, cuts the ball, but a fielder is patrolling deep cover, deep point rather. Stops the ball from crossing the fence. Jagannivas Patil again dealing in singles, giving strike to his partner. Looks like the batsmen have already made up their mind that let's play the quota of 20 overs. Meanwhile, a good looking strike. Fielder under the ball. Oh my dear. I can't believe second catch has been dropped in the consecutive overs. And that boundary takes the total to 3-figure mark, that is 100 runs. Lucky for Turshidas as well as Team Marshall. Ball lands on the field. Now from here on, Jaggu has to shift the gears. Doesn't matter whether the wickets are going to fall or not. He doesn't have to keep any doubt in his mind. He should go really after the ball. Full pitch delivery, flicks the ball, a fielder inact at the square leg, runs couple of steps towards the mid wicket, stops the ball right inside the circle. Another couple of runs to take the total to 102. 103, I beg your pardon. But 5 wickets are back to the pavilion. Jagannivas Patil playing at the individual score of 17 runs from 14 deliveries. Short pitch delivery, pulls but not a convincing strike. Ball comes much slower to the fielder at the deep. Just a single, so this shows that Jagannivas is not getting the timing right. Maybe the run rate that is in front of his eyes making him not to strike the ball properly. So now we have got the guest for the presentation for the morning session, Nilesh Gaukar, the main person responsible to the house of the air conditioning and refrigeration, will be giving the man of the match as the match concludes. Meanwhile, the signal from the main umpire is that it is going to be the batting power play. So after 14 overs, score is 104, exactly 100 runs required from 6 overs. Whether Jagannivas and Turshidas can do it for his side. As the batting power play is on, 3 fielders will be allowed to be outside the 30-yard circle. Saish Gaonkar to deliver. As a batting power play has been opted, the strike bowler has been given the charge to deliver for Union Club of Marcel. Saish Gavkar has done a pretty wonderful job in the beginning part of the inning. Now with the ball in his hand, man on strike, Jagannivas Patil. Let's see whether Jaggu can be the Jaggu that everyone knows him. Cuts the ball again to the fielder who is patrolling the sweeper. Collects the ball between covers and point area. And that brings Tulsidas on the striking end. Still Jaggu finding it difficult to strike the ball. Actually, he should try his old strategies to get some runs. Another good connection, and definitely the sound of the bat has made the ball to travel the distance. What a hit. Finally in the 15th over from Tulsidas. That is much better connection than rest of the innings. A good connection to make the ball travel the distance over the long on area. Well, Rahul Mehta, being the spectator watching the ball, goes above his head. It's not Rahul Mehta. Rahul Mehta is inside the circle at the mid-off. But I beg, it is Prabhakar who is at the boundary rope. Sixer taking the total to Nelson. 1-1-1 for the loss of 5 wickets. Change in pace, ball travels much slower than the previous delivery, but ball was pitched way outside the off stump. Wide is the signal that takes Nelson away from the scorecard. Score moves to 112. And these slower deliveries are deceptive when they are delivered in the right areas. If you are going to deliver slightly away from the pitching area, then definitely those deliveries may be hit out of the boundary rope. Lot depends on how you deliver and where you. Another connection, a fielder patrolling the fence from the mid wicket quickly gathers the ball running forward to stop the run flow, restrict the batsman from a single. Score is 113. So far, Jagannivas now strikes towards the straight region of the boundary rope as the fielder was towards the onside. The ball travels immensely quick to the boundary. And in this inning where 203 runs were required, only 360s have been hit so far in this inning. Now Jaggu strikes a boundary. A boundary taking the total to 117. So now a run is flowing in this over. Another good cut shot straight to the point fielder. There was a chance of a run as a ball has gone away from the fielder, but no intent of taking that run. Last delivery of the first over of the batting power play. Let's see whether Jaggu can make it big. So far 25 runs from 19 deliveries. Shuffle down the track, plays the ball towards the cover, chance of a run out, throw at the striker's end, but the good discipline, line and length, making it much more difficult for the batting side, and that concludes over number 15 for more 5 overs and the final part of the run chase. It's time to hear from Harish Kakotkar. Till Harish joins. So let's get Vidhi updates. So Rahul Mehta to continue the second Batting power play over from the Pepsi end. And there's an appeal. Rahul Mehta strikes at Jagat Nivas Patil back to the pavilion. So this is where a lot depends on the attitude of the players. And look at the attitude of Rahul Mehta. Has come and has striked in the 16th over to send Jagat Nivas Patil back to the pavilion. Rightly caught in front of the stumps. 6th wicket goes back to the pavilion. DJ. So now it looks to be just mere formalities remaining in this match as a 6th wicket back to the pavilion, 118 runs on the board. 86 more required from 29 legal deliveries. Another good delivery to continue in the 16th over. And away from the off-stump stretch of arms by the umpire to signal it as a wide delivery to take the total to 119.
Oh, that is easy run out. That was what total miscommunication here between both these batsmen, and the wickets are falling thick and fast. Just glided it down the third man region, hoping that he will get a single. No communication by the non-striker, and once again 7th wicket down. So lots of runs to get, and wickets are also not in hand. So not looking great here for the Vidhi cricketers at the moment. Once again, single taken. Well, this match is totally in grasp of Union Sports Club Marshall. .120 for 7, 16th over in progress. Nothing to talk as far as the batting is concerned. The intentions was not there to chase this down. Once they started losing, this is a good shot, good slog sweep. This should be 6 runs. Wonderful, powerful shot here from Tulsidas. He's the one looking like going after the bowling and also getting good returns. Big handle, big man going for that big shot and getting big returns. This is the second 6 for him. Already he had got 1 boundary. I think the way he's batting, he should have been sent a little bit up the order. This time he gets a boundary, whether of the bat or of the bye. So we are going to see wide signals. So 5 more runs. You can see that he was trying to use the crease. Rahul bowled too wide. Keeper could not collect and gets away with 5 wides. This is exactly what I was mentioning. If the intentions were made little bit early, You never know. You can get sixes, you can get boundaries, you can get byes, wides, anything possible if you put pressure on the opposition camp. If you are not willing to put the pressure, then there is no point in talking. This time the back foot was well within the popping crease, and that dot ball will finish over number 16. The score is 1-3-1 for 7. Saish will be bowling to Vishant. Vishant at the most can give a strike to Tulsidas at this stage with the way he is going after the bowling. So again he's going for the single, but the bowler is quick in his follow through. Stops it. Once again 2 dot balls. He is inching to give strike to Tulsidas, but he is unable to do so. Once again, full length ball, just taking the bat towards the ball. Is doing exactly all the things to get out, but is still there on the wicket. So again on the leg, so 4 dot balls in a row against his name. It's going to be a one-sided match and a one-sided victory here for Union Sports Club Marshall, but they are going to face much bigger and better opposition in the next match. That is the quarterfinals, semi-finals, if they go on to win that quarterfinals. This time very nicely played, wide of long off covers region. Good fielding by the fielder, only a single taken. Decent enough performance here from Union Sports Club Marshall. Lots of things to talk about, but main was Vasu Tiwari's innings. It was an absolutely stunning innings after yesterday's Ishan Gadekar's century knock. Everyone thought that he is going to get a century, but fell short of that mark. Once again, change of pace. Very good bowling here from Saish, mixing it up well. And that dot ball, 5 dot balls in that over, 17 gone, 132 for 7.
G-Wave is a 10 GB network offering bandwidth on demand, FTTH leased lines with 24/7 online support. We undertake quality internet services to the prestigious events in Goa.
Once again, Rahul Mehta will bowl his fourth over. Will like to get few more wickets right now. He is will fancy his chances against Vishant at this stage. Vishant is struggling to bat against the spinner with the first 2 balls what we have seen. This time he goes for the shot at the long on region, connects and gets a single. Maybe Rahul thinking that I will bowl a flighted ball and asking Vishant to come and will get an opportunity for a stumping. But Vishant connects, takes a single, score moves on to 1-3-3. This is in the air. Who is going to take this catch? Covers is coming and taking a good catch. So Rahul takes a wicket, second wicket for him. Good intention showed by Tulsidas. But finally his short cameo comes to an end. But at least he has shown the intent in this match to go after the bowling and get some runs. 133 for 8 in 18 overs. 18th over. This time, new batsman coming onto the wicket. Suhas. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Vishant is going to take the strike. Little bit inside-ish. One more over comes to an end. Nothing to talk about as far as this match is concerned. 134 for 8, 70 runs required in 12 balls, 35 runs per over. I guess you require a combination of Kairan Pollard and Yuvraj Singh to win a match for Vidhi cricketers at this stage. Otherwise, it's just the formalities left, and umpires also will be like to get this match over very quickly, and also the commentators and the scorers. And we'll be going to see one more match that is going to start at 2:15, 2:30. Next match will be played between Yuva Goa Margaon and Shantadurga McLaren Kumbarzuva. Fonda. Yuva Goa, in fact, Fonda. Yuva Goa actually is from Margaon, but maybe they have sponsored the Ponda municipality side. And they are a very good unit. So we'll be watching the two teams closely. They'll be doing and playing their first match in this tournament. So we'll be having a look at the two new teams in the match that is going to be held after this match concludes. Lots of positives here as far as Union Sports Club Marshall is concerned. The batting clicked, asking for an out chance for an out, and looks like he has made it well in the end later. Otherwise, there was a little bit of scare. Finally, he will get the strike, Suhas. Throw was slightly wide, otherwise direct hit, and it could have been curtains. So was facing first time in this match against the bowlers of Union Sports Club. Oh, that was plumb in front. He was onto the back foot. This is as easy decision as you can get. You need to be on the front foot. You just cannot wait onto the back foot to hit that ball. Good toss-up delivery, and just a simple decision here for Ajit Shirolkar. Sam once again hitting the pairs. Last man on the crease here. Shravan is coming to bat. Left-handed Shravan. Mohit has got 1 wicket and he was very happy with that wicket. He was LBW. Suhas this time bowling short and getting a single here off the mark. Shravan. Still 7 balls left in this. Can they bowl this team out? Vidhi Cricketers is the question here. Otherwise, victory is definitely theirs. Once again, way too short, chance of a run out, but fielding is slightly slow. They will get a single nevertheless. That single will finish over number 19. The score is 138 for 9. This time played in the short mid-wicket region, will get a single. Maybe the both the number 10 and number 11 are trying to stay on the wicket and not getting all out. It's again played down the ground. At least they will feel that we have got to bat everyone that has come, and all the 11 members are getting batting, and at least we'll take a positive that we didn't get ourselves bowled out, if at all. But I was talking about the positives. The batting of Vasu Tiwari in the future is going to help Rahul Mehta with his bowling. Good bit of handy knock from Saish as well. That will give him confidence in the next match. Bowling was decent enough. Fielding, they have taken their catches. That will have been one big positive for USC Marshall. We certainly have a chat with the captain of USC, what they want to get or what they got out of this match, what are the perspectives and changes that might happen in the next match. So we'll certainly have a word with both the captains and something will come out while having a chat. But he'll be happy, the captain, and also the players going through to the quarterfinals, winning this match comfortably in the end. So last ball of this innings. And that's it, all over. So they are not all out with the cricketers. That's the only positive they are going to take from this match. Otherwise, Union Sports Club Marshall has outclassed them in batting, bowling and fielding. One-sided match. Totally one-sided performance. A great batting display from Vasu Tiwari and his teammates. There is a scorecard. Sunil Rathore played a handy knock. Rahul Patil just 5. Nilkant Parab was the only one who scored 37 runs. And Saish Gaonkar, Shubham Gupta, Prabhakar Shetty with 1 wicket, 2 wickets for Rahul Mehta. That was the wickets for the bowlers of Union Sports Club. And it was going to be very, very easy in the presentation scenario to award the man of the match as well, which has been already almost finalized here in the commentary box. Meanwhile, we'll be having a chat with the captains of both the winning and the losing side. Meanwhile, I'll call the losing captain to have a word with us. Donutra. Jago, expecting Vidhi cricketers to do well, पूण म्हाका दिसना जसो परफॉर्मन्स तूं चिंतलो आसतलो तसो जालो ना.
या करेक्ट एक्चुअली आमी चिंतलेलें की जेन्ना आमी टॉस जिखले तेन्ना आमी फिल्डिंग घेतली फिल्डिंग घेवपा फाटलें डिसिजन घेवपा फाटलें एक रिजन आशिल्लें की आमी तांकां रिस्ट्रिक्ट करताले 150 160 कित्याक 200 एंड अबाव इतलो चेज करप इट्स नॉट एवरी टायम पॉसिबल जायना सो तें आमचे कडेन खंय तरी जालें आनी आमी मिसफिल्ड जावन एक 30-35 रन्स एक्स्ट्रा मेळ्ळे तांकां.
जर तर तूं मॅच पळयली टॉस तूं जिखलो पूण जर कितें डिफरन्स तुका करपा अशें दिसतालें आतां ह्या मॅचीक सो द टर्निंग पॉयंट सो नाजाल्यार आपूण कितें तरी बॉलिंगेक चेंजीस नाजाल्यार फिल्डिंगेक चेंजीस जाल्यार तुका कितें दिसता कितें चेंजीस करपाक जाताल्यो हो स्कोर इतलो चड जाला तो कमी करपाक.
म्हाका अशें दिसता की जे आमी फास्टर पयलीं सगळे स्लो ओवर्सात खेळयल्या तांकां पयलीं स्पिनर खंय तरी एक लावपाक आशिल्लो स्पिनर फास्टर जाता जाल्यार खंय तरी मोमेंटम तांकां जो मेळ्ळो तो खंय तरी ब्रेक जातलो आशिल्लो.
आनी ओदोळ पळयलें की आमी 200 जावं पूण एटलिस्ट चेस करपा जाय खंय तरी मदीं जेन्ना ओव्हरी चलताल्यो 10 ते 15 5 ते 15 भितर तेन्ना इंटेंशन खंय दिसनाशिल्लें की आमी हो स्कोर चेस करपाक वता सो क्रिकेटी भितर कितें आसा एटलिस्ट देर इज विक्ट्री ऑर लॉस मदीं म्हणटा तें कांय आसना सो 100 रनान हरू 120 रनान हरू पूण इंटेंशन म्हाका दिसता मातशें चड पॉझिटीव जावपाक जाय आशिल्लें.
इंटेंशन पॉझिटीव जाय आशिल्लें म्हाका दिसता की जर आमचे टॉप ऑर्डरचे बॅट्समॅन आसले ते जर पयलीं क्लिक जाल्ले और तेंच्यांनी जर क्विक सक्सेशनान जर स्कोर केलो जाल्यार फाटल्यानचे आसा तेंचेर तितलो प्रेशर आसपा नासलो ते आपली इनिंग जशी तेंचे नॉर्मल बॅटींग आसा ती ते खेळूंक शकताले क्विक सक्सेशनान ज्यो विकेट्स पडल्यो ताका लागून आमकां खंय तरी मोमेंटम आमचो कट जालो.
आनी म्हाका दिसता विधी क्रिकेटर्स फर्स्ट टायम ह्या टुर्नामेंटाक खेळटात रायट येस सो इट्स अ गुड ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी सगळ्यांक पळोवपाक मेळटा एक बरो ग्रावंड खेळपाक मेळटा आनी ऑर्गनायझेशना बद्दल तुका कितें म्हणपाक जाय सांगेम क्रिकेटर्स कित्याक इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्रेस्टिजियस असो टुर्नामेंट म्हणटात.
ऑफकोर्स ऑर्गनायझेशना भितर म्हणपा म्हटल्यार म्हाका पयलीं सावड्डे टुर्नामेंट ऑर्गनायज करता अशें म्हाका दिसता सो मागीर ते शिफ्ट जावन सांग्यार गेले कित्याक सांग्यार हांव सुद्दां एकदां खेळ्ळो सो दीस इज अ व्हेरी गुड ग्रावंड तांकां एक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी जी आसा आनी बरो करपाची ते बरें करतात हेतून कांय डावट ना सो थोडे रुल्स आसा तेतून ते चेंजीस करतात ते बरे रुल्स कारण रेगुलरली आमी तेच रुल्सान खेळत आसा आनी खंय तरी एक नवीन कितें तरी आमकां मेळटा तेतून बरें जाता सो एक तुमकां जर सांगपाचें जाल्यार खंय तरी कोण तरी बॅटींग खेळटना तांकां जर फाटल्यान जावंक शकता ती गोल्डन ओवर जी आसा ती डबल स्कोरींग ती ताका खंय तरी हेल्प करता.
ओके पूण म्हाका दिसता की एज एन ऑर्गनायझर दे आर ओपन फॉर सजेशन सो तूंय क्रिकेटर तुवें खूब खेळ्ळा सो तुका कितें सजेशन असल्यार डेफिनेटली यू कॅन गिव इनपुट्स टू ऑर्गनायझर्स.
या शुअर.
सो गुड लक टू यू इन द फर्दर टुर्नामेंट.
थँक्यू सर थँक्यू.
Meanwhile, I'll request the captain of winning side, Union Sports Club, Marshall. Congratulations to you. एक बरो परफॉर्मन्स एक बरो क्लिनिकल परफॉर्मन्स टॉस हरले पूण मॅच जिखले आनी बरे तरेन जिखले.
हय भुरगे खरेंच बरे खेळ्ळे वेल प्लेड म्हणून मदीं मदीं मिस्ड फिल्डिंग जाल्यार ती मातशी सुदरोंक जाय फुडें कित्याक ती आमकां खूब म्हारग पडोंक शकता फुडें.
कितें कितें मिस्टेक तुका दिसता की ज्यो ह्या हातून नेगेटिविटी जी आशिल्ल्यो ह्या मॅचीच्यो तूं सांग की जेणे करून तूं ते पॉझिटीव म्हणून नेक्स्ट मॅची व्हरपाक शकता.
मेन फिल्डिंगूच आनीक सगळे बाकीची सगळी आमची सायड बरी जाल्या बॅटिंगूय बरी केली सगळ्यांनी बॉलिंगूय बरी घेतली फक्त फिल्डिंग सुदरोंक जाय.
फिल्डिंग सुदारपा जाय आनी म्हाका दिसता आउटस्टेशन प्लेयर तुमी घेतल्या ते एक दोनूय बरे पीक आसात कारण वासू तिवारी आनी राहुल मेहता बॅटिंगेकूय आनी बॉलिंगेकूय तुका मदत करपाक शकता सो तांणी बरो साजेसो परफॉर्मन्स आज केला.
बॅटिंग आनी बॉलिंगूच न्हू ते फिल्डिंगूय चड बरें आसा. आमी कितें करता आमचे बेस्ट दिता ते तेंचे बेस्ट दिले म्हणून तांकां वालर.
आनी कशें दिसता की येद्या मोठ्या टुर्नामेंटाक तुमकां एक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी ऑर्गनायझरान दिल्ली आसा एक बरो ग्रावंड बरो फील मेळटा आनी मॅची सगळ्यो 4 कॅमेरा आसात म्हाका दिसता थर्ड अंपायरी हांगा आसा आनी फ्रंट आनी बॅक दोनी सायडीच्यान तुका कवरेज जाता सो लोकांक पळोवपाकूय बरें आनी तुमकां एक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी की आपले जे लिंक आसा ते सगळ्या गांवांक धाडचे सो दॅट बाकीचे तुमगेले कोण सपोर्टर आसा तेय पळोवन हांगा येवपाक मेळना पूण एटलिस्ट घरा कडेन रावन तरी पळोवपाक मेळटा.
हय ऑर्गनायझरांनी बरो हें केला ऑर्गनायझींग ग्रावंडूय खूब बरो आसा आनी फर्स्ट टायम असो हांव पळयतां की थर्ड अंपायर आसा गोंयान कितें तरी आसा सो एक बरें एक
थर्ड अंपायर पयलींच्यान आशिल्लो गोंया आतां सांग्यार तांणी गोंयान सांग्यार तांणी पयलींच्यान सुद्दां थर्ड अंपायर करता ते पण एनी हांव पॉझिटिव्हिटी घेवन वच फुडले मॅचीक आनी गुड लक टू यू इन द नेक्स्ट मॅच.
थँक्यू सर.
Meanwhile, ओके हांगा एक बारीकशी रिक्वेस्ट आसा, एक मोमेंटो हांगा उरिल्लो दिवपाचो फ्रॉम नित्यानंद स्पोर्ट्स. सो हांव म्हाका तुषार मात सांगयो रिक्वेस्ट जाल्या तुका की हो टोकन ऑफ एप्रिसिएशन जे आसा तें विराज तेंडुलकर हाका दिवचें आनी हांव म्हाका तुषाराक ताणें हें टोकन ऑफ एप्रिसिएशन मातशें दिवचें. Meanwhile, man of the match, there was an unanimous decision is going to Vasu Tiwari. So Vasu Tiwari, please come and take your man of the match award. So, Vasu Tiwari, you are awarded man of the match. This is a good start here because this is a big tournament. Everyone watches on the television and also on the paper. So, you'll feel good.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank Mahadev for this inning. And we have played good cricket here. And it was a team effort. And the wicket was very good. The ball was coming onto the bat and had an opportunity. And I tried to bat along the innings and it got well.
What was going in your mind at the start? Because when the 2 wickets were lost, sometimes you bogged down. But I felt that you were hitting it well and you went with the positive intent right from the start.
Yes, it was a little problem in the starting that we lost Rahul because he was one of the main player. So I thought that if he will be around, we will go to easily to 200. But in the starting, we lost him. And then I started to calculate the innings. And once I get those boundaries, I tried to take singles. And on the other hand, Sairaj also helped me a lot. And he kept on hitting boundaries at the right times. And we got those singles at the right time and the score moved on.
Is it your first time in this tournament, Sanguem Cricketers?
Yeah, first time.
First time. So there is a different set of rules, not the regular ICC rules with 5 free hits, the golden over where the score is double. So how you want to say about a different set of rules in this tournament? You need to get acclimatized to use those free hits wisely.
Yeah, different format and the world is going differently. So that's good. We are getting a different thing here with those free hits. It's equal for the bowlers and the batsmen also. We get those free hits. It's a little beneficiary on our side, but it's good for the bowlers also. It's a good competition and I think so it has gone well in this tournament. And we have been watching this tournament. It has been all great all the time and very happy to be in here.
Yes, and last question. I thought that if you had little bit of patience over there, you could have got you 100. 93 is a big total, a big score, I can understand. But finally, century is a century. Little bit of more patience, then I guess you would have got to your century that could have been the second century of this tournament.
Yeah, it would have been great if I would have got those century, but it's not a problem. The team is on the winning side and we have played well as a team and it's a team game. We give our support to the team and that's what I did and it's good for the team.
Congratulations for the man of the match and better luck in the next match.
Thank you so much.
It's bye from the presentation arena. Nilesh Babgaonkar, owner of House of Air Conditioners and Refrigerator, who award dita Vasu Tiwari aka.